Access Sacramento presents a live hometown Game of the Week sports event. This program is funded in part by a grant from the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission.
Well, we're happy to have you with us this evening here at Cordova High School, and it's the championship night for the 46th Cordova Christmas Classic. We've got a twin bill in store for you, a couple of exciting matchups. First up, the Burbank Titans playing host to one of the new teams around the area, the Fortune Panthers. With Rick Stewart, I'm Will James. We're happy to have you with us as we raise the curtain on tonight's ongoing Cordova Christmas Classic. We've been here many times before, Rick. Always a good field.
Yeah, it's a tremendous place to have a tournament. The facility is fine. It's always been fine from when it was built. But the atmosphere that this has as a tournament, the people involved, the teams that come in, the quality of play, it's just tremendous. It's always fun to be here, just without a doubt.
Inclement weather has embrangled the area for the last few days, probably diminishing some of the crowd. It's cold and windy and stormy outside. It's going to be hot in here tonight based on the level of action that we're going to see. Let's take a look at the last outings for tonight's opposing teams. First of all, we've got Burbank against Fortune. And let's take a look, Rick.
Yeah, last night the Fortune Panthers did not get over on the Grant Pacers. Pacers took them 61-55. They held them off. Actually, Grant got out to a real good-sized lead early on and then fought with them. Fortune actually came back and took a couple leads late in the fourth quarter. They just couldn't hold on to it. It was a good game. It was actually a little bit closer than what that looks like. But, it was a good game all the way. Howard fought.
As far as that matchup is concerned, Grant, a long-standing powerhouse forever around here, while Fortune is just a fledgling by comparison. Derek Swafford's ball club, just in their second year of varsity competition, gave them a good run for their money.
The other game last night, the Cordova Lancers, to get here, took on Burbank. You'll see them right now, but they took them 72-60. They grabbed a 12-point lead after the first quarter. It was 20-8. That really set the tone for the whole game. It really never got close. The Lancers led wire to wire, 72-60 for a final. You know, the last three quarters, both teams played even. It was 52 points each, so it was all based on that very first quarter.
Yes, they had the luxury of stretching out with some big leads and coasting a little bit late in the game. Well, let's take a look at impact players. They're going to have to show their stuff tonight.
Yeah, for Fortune, the Panthers' power, it's brothers Rose, 0 and 1, Tyrese and Tyree. Different players. Tyrese first, number 0, major ball handler. He's a decent three-point shooter, but he's a real good driver. I would not get in his way. Tyree, perimeter player, he's got the ability to drive. I'm not sure that he's got quite the shooting touch his brother does, but I won't say that because I only saw him once. Both of them are seniors, both are quick, and they're pesky guards. Now the third player there, Corey Lark, 6'2", but he plays bigger than that. He needs to be strong down under tonight, especially on the boards, rebounding. He's got to give his team that lift.
Yes, it's altogether important to get off to a good start in any tournament game, especially late in the tournament when clutch play is needed the most.
Mm-hmm. Yep, indeed. Now for Burbank, let's talk about their impact players. Brandon Haley last night had 28 points, and he took over the ball game at a couple different times and places in there. But he has the skill to be driving and getting all the way down into the lane. Not afraid to mix it up. You know, even on defense too. Number 4, Paris Clay, is one of the primary ball handlers. He needs to be a major force tonight in the offensive game, both in facilitation but also taking advantage of it himself. Also, the last, number 21, Deuce Sidner. He's their big man, the Titans' big man. He needs to stay out of foul trouble tonight and be on the court. Now, he's also going to be the main key for keeping the rebounding game under control for Burbank.
Yes, the boards. Well, let's turn our attention to Kevin Coble, and he'll have some updated information about the opposing coaches and so on and so forth. Kevin?
Out here in definitely the Burbank and the Fortune coaches that were out here last night. What a great, definitely view of both teams. We want to go a little bit on the coaches themselves. Definitely we want to look at Lindsey Farrell and the Burbank team. What a great coach they had. As well as the Fortune coach, Mr. Swafford. Again, both teams are coached very hard. Both teams, it's going to be their last time, I believe, one of the tournaments. I believe one of the coaches from Fortune is going to go be an athletic director, I believe. So we're definitely going to get a good game matchup tonight. Both coaches, again, Derek Swafford from Fortune Early College and Sac High, 2004 to 2015, 329 to 69 record. Again, he's had 12 20-plus seasons, 2 30-plus win seasons. Well, and again, Fortune High is 19 and 15. Again, on the other side of the coaches, they have Lindsey Farrell from Burbank, 2007 since to now to 304 to 125 win seasons, and he's got 11 seasons with over 20-plus wins. Both coaches, again, began their careers as girls coaches. So this will be real interesting to see how they do on their boys' side, on the varsity side. Again, that's our rival coaches for you there. Will, back to you.
Yes, lots of mileage for both of these coaches. Their numbers are astonishing, Rick.
Yeah, they are both. Very seldom do you get 2 300-win coaches on the court at the same time. And the interesting thing to me at this point is it's not the championship game that we're seeing these 300 coaches. That's what makes me think this is going to be a really good game. Yeah, we do have one of the last meetings that these two teams met. This was in December 19th of 2022, just not that long ago. Fortune took a 67-52 win. A late push gives the Panthers the edge. They led by 5 after the first, up by 7.5. 20-point third quarter closed it off. That gave them their final margin. Alfred McDaniel, 15 points, 6 rebounds, and Brandon Haley, 12.7 rebounds, led the way. They held off the Titans 67-52 in their last meeting between these two teams. So that should give us a clue to what we're going to see tonight, but I think it's going to be a really hard-fought game tonight, Will.
I do, too. It's one thing to be knocked out for the championship, Brown, but these teams certainly want to get that third place recognition in this tournament and finish it up with a victory. So despite the meager crowd on hand right now, which will continue to add up given that Cordova is in the championship game, the host team here. So we expect that to change as well.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit late coming in. I mean, it's a bigger crowd than it was the other night when we were here, and that's got to be the fact that Cordova is here in the championship game. And I know it's been a few years, not a long time, but it's been a couple years since they've been in the final. So that's another selling point for the game tonight in the tournament. It is as great as it is.
Well, Fletcher Johnson, the Cordova head coach for many years, 13, has done a wonderful job managing this classy tournament. At one point, it was even a 16-team tourney, and out-of-town clubs coming in because they wanted to be a part of it. And it's always been one of the staples for basketball fans at tournament time during the holiday season to be here at Cordova.
Indeed. And I'm sure in the late 70s and early 80s, this was just a firecracker of a tournament that just never quit.
It was, and still notable in that regard because of some of the great players that came through here in the earlier years of the tournament. Heavy thumpers.
Indeed. Well, we're going to start up with some starting lineups here as we get ready to get organized for game time.
Burbank will be wearing their home whites trimmed in they're back to the original colors with the Colombian blue. For a while they went navy.
Yeah, Fortune, they're using their navy blue and orange as their road uniform, and it's interesting to watch the new schools come in and they build their culture and their surroundings and their community from the ground up, in this case for Fortune. It's not the only school there is, but, it's one of those things that, they're building the future for them. So we should probably take a look at the starting lineups for both these teams as they're filtering out onto the court.
Cordova up next, but their head coach looking on with more than slight curiosity. Derek Swafford, a man who's orchestrated many victories over the years, in just a short period of time has put together a good ball club.
Well, and not only the ball club itself, but the whole organization, basketball organization. As you look at the starters here, Rose, number 0, and, both Roses, 0 and 1, both 5'11", twins, seniors. Najee Collins, 6-foot sophomore. Christian Barrett, number 21. You're going to be watching him. He's going to be very, very active, especially defensive. 6'4" sophomore. And Corey Lark, we talked about him as one of our impact players. 6'2" junior. He's a forward. He's actually a lot stronger underneath than you might think based on what you see initially. He's one of those real hard-working guys.
That's what we like to see, and that's what the coaches like to see.
Every coach likes to see that.
No room for loafers. And these two guards particularly impressed me when we saw them earlier in the tournament. They're not, as you said, quite a carbon copy of each other, but amazing similar characteristics and talent.
I was very impressed with them last night, especially when we saw them just at how quick they were, reaching for, peskiness, trying to slap the ball away and making defensive efforts like that. It was very, very impressive. Both these guys are quick.
Number 21, as you see, who just got introduced, Barrett, just a youngster. He's going to have to carry a serious rebounding load. And we would be remiss if we didn't identify, as you hear in the background, the all-time veteran public address announcer, not just for Cordova, but the area. Mark Gribsko has been a stalwart all these years. Keeping things fair and square this evening, the officials from the NCOA. Yee and Raskelly, two veterans, particularly Blake Raskelly. And they'll have to keep up with a strong pace tonight.
Well, and this is going to be, I think, a very, very quick game tonight in the sense that we've got two teams here that are very, very skilled in terms of moving the ball up and down. Their keys, we'll talk to them in a second, is they're going to have to take control of the ball and take care of the ball, both teams.
Okay, now we're ready. Blake Raskelly in the middle with the ball.
And you can see Burbank is jumping with Deuce Sidnor, and we had him as 21, but he is actually number 3.
So Burbank controls the tip, and the jump shot on the way, around and out on the miss by Haley. One and done. Out of bounds, turnover Fortune. Derek Swafford up the bench early.
You can take a look at the Burbank starters right there under Lindsey Farrell, Brandon Haley, Paris Clay, Julian James, Alfred McDaniel, and that should be number 3 there for Deuce Sidnor, not 21. That's their road uniform for the different color, so that's him underneath right now. So there's the starters for Burbank.
Both teams with an early turnover. Foul line jumper down.
Nice soft touch. Tyrese Rose there.
That's a 2-0 lead now. Jay on the way. Pow! 3-ball, right corner pocket, dropped by Clay.
Yeah, now he's going to have to shoot like that because he only had 4 points last night, to get him into the game here. But at the same time, he's a better shooter than that.
a look off, and the flip layup misses long, but a nice rebounding effort there.
Corey Lark.
Foul against Burbank.
Sidnor.
And it'll be Fortune basketball, inbounding baseline right. Jay on the way from the corner. Pow!
There's the other Rose brother. That's Tyree Rose. Both these kids can shoot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Now, neither one of them had a tremendous shooting last night, but they both were okay.
Corner jumper. The other side, buried clean.
That was James there on the jump shot.
A pair of threes for Burbank and 3 threes for Fortune, and the Roses are blooming.
Yes, they are. Even in the winter, you see a pretty rose.
Eight, 6, Fortune on top. A quick start to this ball game. Outside gunning has been tremendous.
Another 3 from Paris Clay. One other note we have with Burbank, number 5 is Brandon Haley. We may have had him as number 3 earlier, depending on the road home jerseys. Number 5 is Brandon Haley. Number 3 is Deuce Sidnor. Outside jumper. Corey Lark. Nice touch. Nice hook there. And that's what he's going to have to do in this game. He's going to have to fight for all that dirty stuff underneath and just pop it right back up. Nice block. Christian Barrett. He almost traveled there. Nice workaround. Another 3. Wow. There's outside shooting that we didn't see last night. Or at least not as much of it. Got it. Michael Butcher. Nice hard drive to the basket. Got the soft roll up or over. I think Brandon Haley picked up that foul. Michael Butcher to the line, shooting free throws. He'll be shooting 1. Routed it in. Got a substitute coming in. Matthew Robinson in for Burbank. Taking the place of Julian James.
Fortune up by 2, 13-11. We're nearing midway first. Pull jumper, no.
Didn't get a very friendly bounce on that one. Tapped away. One of the Rose brothers tapped that one away. Knocked out of bounds.
The tempo has been hot and furious in this opening flurry of nearly 4 minutes. A lot of points on the board right now.
Indeed. Elijah Thompson into the game, number 13 for Fortune, taking the place of Christian Barrett.
13-12. Fortune on top. Right to the bucket. Beautifully done.
Good, solid, big man move. Took a quick first step, got around his defender, and just went up soft. That's Corey Lark's job that he's got to do tonight. Just the little stuff down low.
A tough shot there. Pops up.
That was one of the things that really surprised me the most last night watching this was both the Rose brothers defend and rebound very well. Nice pass. Nice pass there. Elijah Thompson with the basket. Good hands, good awareness. Lay it up soft.
(17-12). Fortune, a good first quarter.
Got a foul, too. Matthew Robinson with a foul.
I didn't see if he was back at the line or not.
I think he had a foot on it.
Lindsey Farrell up off that Burbank bench, customarily for the veteran head coach. Free throw good. Well, the terrific outside shooting has gotten the crowd into this early.
Well, and that's always a good sign, too, making free throws. We've talked about that for years, Will.
19-12, Fortune Panthers on top. Take a strong whistle and a foul.
Yeah, Brandon Haley, he's got a nose for driving. There's no doubt about that. You give him the ball at half an inch, and he's gonna squirt through there. He'll be shooting two.
A miss on number one. Missed them both, not good.
No, that's never good.
Missed from long range. Rebound pulled by McDaniel. Walking dribble straight up the floor. Now acceleration and a layup. Good.
Nice body control there by Haley.
To the bucket. Dump it low. Bobbled and stuck in off the right side glass.
Ball was loose there and went off somebody's hands. Matthew Robinson right back down quick. Neither one of these coaches can be happy with that quick response after a basket like that.
Not good transition defense, that's for sure. Timeout on the floor. Let's see if this is 60. A 30-second time. And let's spin the replay dial.
Here you go, that long pass. Coming up the court. Matthew Robinson just takes it and goes right to the basket. There's no hesitation. That's mine.
That's mine.
You can see the Fortune bench there. Derek Swafford in the background, but Earl Allen Jr. is talking with the team too, and he's the assistant coach. And he's been with Swafford for a long time through the Sac High days and things like that. So this is a very, very established coaching group that has started this program, and they know what they want to do and what they're looking for and why they want to do what they want to do. So, you know, these guys have it rolling right now for Fortune. It would not surprise me to see them way deep in the section playoffs. You know, and if not this year, next year.
Pull-up jumper missed by Rose. One and done. Rebound yanked down. Heavy ball pressure.
Nice pass. Nice pass by Matthew Robinson. Hit Michael Butcher in the lane in stride.
Butcher's in for 5 off the bench, 21-18. Fortune has led from the start. A tie-up, but good hustle there to keep it alive. Down. Kyrie Rose.
He's got to have 11, at least.
Wow, player control foul. Haley in utter disbelief over the call.
Wow, he's having a tough time believing it. I didn't see the majority of it, but yeah, there was enough for the referee to call it. So, I guess that means it was a foul.
Cautious dribble up the floor. High post. Travel and a turnover.
Yeah, last night, Corey Lark made a couple of moves like that. It was very close to being not a travel, but that's just refining things for him. And I like the type of player he is. He's not going to give you any inch.
Full court pressure applied, a near breakup, but they beat the timeline. Corner jumper. Down!
Fake, Matthew Robinson. Defender went with it. Throw up a three.
He has been a spark. Scoring and assisting. Deep shot on the way. Answer that.
Wow. Najee Collins okay, I can do that too. Yeah, everybody scores. I can.
26-21.
Nice pass by Michael Butcher.
Bucket.
McDaniel with an easy layup there on that pass.
Less than 30 seconds to go here in the first. Foul line jump shot missed. Rebound on the run. 20 seconds left. Feed low, bobbled and lost. Turnover.
I don't think McDaniel was ready for it. Came in hot.
8 seconds. Jumper on the way and missed. All the Panthers rebounding. A putback missed. Another one bobbled away. Follow up. Down. And a foul on the play.
Elijah Thompson with a good head fake. Got the defender moving and then put it back up.
The quarter has expired, but we'll have a free throw coming. And Thompson will try to complete a 3-point play and add to this 5-point lead.
When was the last time you saw 29 points in a first quarter?
Explosive. Both teams unloading in the first here. So Thompson looks and measures. Steady with the dribble. A miss.
All right.
So the quarter ends with a 28-23 lead. We'll be back for more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
When fog, fats, oils, and grease get put down the drain, it can harden and create massive problems in our sewers. Fog can cause sewer backups, clogs, and can be a headache to clean out. Some sources of fog include items like meat, salad dressing, milk, butter, and creamy or oily sauces. Don't let fog get down the drain by doing 3 simple things. Can it, scrape it, and trash it to keep your pipes flowing. Learn more at sacsewer.com.
Well, I must say, in observing other games in the tournament, most of them have opened with major scoring by both teams in the first, and this game is no exception.
I'm telling you, 51 points in a quarter. We're looking for, a 101-103 game? Something like that? Yeah.
Nice mathematics.
Hopefully we have enough room on the graphics for 3 figures there, 3 digits.
Let's hope so. So we open second quarter action. Panthers to inbound. Rose to Rose. Looks like Burbank's going to intensify their ball pressure. Inside, a tough miss there, but another try as they reload.
Nice tap out by Thompson.
Runner is missed. Tough luck. Out of bounds to Burbank. Full court pressure right back at them.
Well, I was surprised that I didn't see Fortune do any of this the other night. And I think they definitely have the athletes to do that. This looked like a walk there. That would be Marcus Butcher, Michael's brother. McDaniel forcing his way in. He's got the body to do it. He's able to score and rebound that way, so he has the ability down low to get that stuff done.
28-25 as the Titans creep closer. Nice rebounding effort there and a foul on the putback try. Active on the boards, Elijah Thompson.
Yeah, he went up and skied for that one. I think Michael Butcher got him from behind.
And you see Lindsey Farrell.
He's doing some walking tonight. He's got his walking shoes on.
So Thompson to the line. He missed a free throw up there a short time ago, trying to complete a three-point play, and this is number one here.
Well, that's not what they need him to do. You know, these are Fortune players that, you know, they're coming into their own, but they're learning how. You know, you've got 2 seniors on the team this year, the Rose brothers. After this, you know, next year they're going to have some more players coming in, but they're going to have to be actually learning how to win and learning how to do things like that and make free throws.
Well, that's 3 straight misses that might come back to haunt them in a close game. Boom! Rose ran into a brick wall there on a blind screen. Butcher, a miss. Nice rebounding. Look out. Into heavy traffic.
That was dangerous.
Heavy traffic, and Tyree got clobbered.
McDaniel had the foul. Let's take a look at that. Ball coming up. Tough to dribble through all these people. There's no doubt about that.
Tyree Rose at the stripe. More than a fair hand from there. Another miss.
Wow, did we do that?
Five straight free throw misses by the Panthers. But they still lead it 28-25. Kick it to the hoop. Down! Blinding speed right there. Robinson. So the Titans pull within 1 here at 28-27. Trying to tie it, and they do.
Matthew Robinson's been quite the spark since he stepped onto the court tonight.
Inside, pump fake, knocked off balance, and down off the right side glass, Thompson. So the Panthers back on top by 2 here early in the second quarter. A steal. Turnover on the drive. Well intended.
Derek Swafford there coaching his team, talking to his players, asking them, you know, what's going on? What are you doing?
Robinson out. Clay in for Burbank. Cross court. Feed the baseline. A charge against the Titans.
McDaniel there get a little bit of a, you know, shoulder into him and push on the offense, and that's all it took, you know, get him off balance now.
And it's from the same spot where he powered in and got that inside bucket earlier.
Yeah. Maybe he thought he could just do the same thing. A little bit better defensive position.
The Roses play catch and swing it down to the post. Nice feed, but the layup missed. Tough luck by Rose. A charge.
Paris Clay with the charge. Tyrese Rose just got the position and held it. Didn't give it up.
He's taken a couple of hard shots in this game.
And Burbank's come out a couple times with Charles at the top of the key looking to set that screen. He just missed on the second one.
Substitution. And we need a wipe up. Wet spot on the court.
Yeah, especially if they're going to be playing down low like that. You know, you better have it dry.
This is for third place here in the 46th Cordova Christmas Classic. And right now waging war. A couple of hot ball clubs. Burbank in white. And the young Fortune Panthers in orange.
And both teams are shooting very well tonight, too.
High post lob, kick it back. Open daylight shooting. Down!
Another three-pointer. He's got at least 4 three-pointers, I think.
Turnover, Burbank.
Lindsay can't believe it.
No.
And this is what Burbank has to take care of. They cannot afford to be turning the ball over, even against teams that maybe aren't, the upper level. I mean, they've got to play a clean game to win. You can see Lindsay there calling out plays.
We're nearing midway second at the 4-minute mark, 4.5. Turnover, Fortune.
Elijah Thompson wasn't ready for that one. There's another three.
Well, he wasn't ready, but Paris Clay was.
Give me the ball, let me shoot. I'm ready. He's obviously having a better game tonight than he did last night, because he only had 4 points last night, 2 in each half.
Nice, go to the bucket. Tough luck on the mission side. Burbank basketball.
Yeah, nice move, kind of hooked his arm around to get some leverage, but he still, wasn't egregious to where he'd have to get called for it, but put him in good position to try and put the ball up soft. Little movement afterwards, and the ball bounced out of bounds for Burbank.
33-31, Fortune by 2, time out Burbank. A good spot here, midway second at the 4:02, full timeout. We'll be right back after this. Oh no, let's go ahead and take that replay. We love replays, especially when they look like this. Bingo!
Boy, that's the kind of passing and shooting wide open that we could look for.
Torrid outside shooting. Well, the keys of this game have become apparent, especially after seeing the preliminary game, Rick.
Well, I tell you what, the keys to the game was making our jump shots, and both teams are doing that. Let's take a look at those keys for both teams for the game tonight. For Fortune, they got to take the time break in the press. Well, they're not doing that, but they're not panicking either. They're hitting some threes. That's what they're doing. They limit second shots on defense. They're rebounding the wall and taking care of that. Stop transitions. They're not giving easy buckets. There have been 3 or 4 wide open shots through the perimeter moves. But we can take a look at Burbank, too, for the keys that they need. They need to take care of the ball. We talked about that. We limit turnovers. They need to break out of their 3-ball slump, which they're obviously doing with Paris Clay leading the way. They got to control the defensive boards. They got to work the ball around and make sure they get the open shot tonight to make those wide open threes that they are making tonight. They are getting that done. So those are the keys for both teams tonight.
So Butcher inbounds the basketball to Clay. Oh my word. 34.
Martavius Charles
called for the foul. He's a big one.
Lindsay's trying to get an explanation on what happened, and even Martavius Charles was trying to get something from the referee to find out exactly what.
He's a wide body.
Oh, boy.
And earlier, a few minutes ago, he had Rose checking to see if his jaw got rearranged. Down! Boy, oh boy.
Another three-pointer.
Collins off the bench with some nice firepower. 8 points.
Well, and that's why we've got the scoring we do, because everybody's hitting the three-pointers. Nice defensive touch.
Back on top to start the offense. Tyree Rose. 3:15 to go here. Slips out of quarter number 2. Bad pass pitch.
Telegraphed it. There's Clay. Nice layup, body control.
Oh, yeah. And timeout. Swafford adamant about defensive position. Let's take another look at that bucket.
Here we come right at you. Swept on sides. Ball control. Rose got out of the way. Nothing he could do.
Nothing he could do. 36-33. There's Derek Swafford there. A successful head coach and athletic director. Some of the very, very best teams in the Sacramento area in his time at Sacramento High.
Indeed. And we said it earlier, the 300-win coach. 321, if my feeble memory sounds right. And that's tremendous. That's tremendous. Both coaches are 300 winners. I don't think you could ask for a better setup for a game tonight. Young team with an experienced coach in a long-term program. Yeah.
Some of his seasons at Sac High were incredible. 29-6, 29-3, 30-4. The list, the entire list is like that.
Wow. Yeah, and that's the Hall of Fame type numbers that you compile.
Less than 3 minutes remaining in the second. 36-33. Fortune on top. This has been a wild one. Bank shot high. Off the glass, no good.
A little too hard.
These Fortune guards are getting right in the shirt playing defense. That's a block. Wild return, flipped up and missed.
Rose.
Send it ahead. Nice gather. Baseline hooks. Air.
Oh. Just had a really, really bad angle on that, did Barrett.
Bobbled. Gathered. Little 3-ball happy.
Yep. And Rose was right there underneath his basket. Good position to get the rebound. That would be Tyrese Rose.
Jay on the way. He wasn't squared. Air ball miss. 2-minute mark. Another miss from long range. Burbank settling for the J. Stolen away. A turnover. On the bucket. Fouled from behind on the drive. McDaniel really clobbered by Barrett.
He got hit hard and he got up flipping Barrett's hand away like, I don't want your help coming out,
Well, you know what? Just my opinion, of course, but he offered his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And that gentleman from Fortune demonstrated some sportsmanship there.
Yep.
Too bad he didn't get it returned.
Yeah. Well, and again, this is a young player, a young team. Barrett's only a sophomore.
Well, that means still room to learn.
Yep. When you're replacing sophomores with sophomores, when you swap out players from the bench and that, then you know you're a real young team.
Number 2 on the way.
Well,
lucky bank shot that was not intended, but a point nevertheless. 36-34, minute and a half to go. High post. Wide open, take it to the bucket. Down!
Nice spin and power move.
Mr. Lark.
Corey Lark there with that move. I mean, that's a nice basic move that, you're going to get points on if you can do that around guys. And I think he just got the quick first step around Charles, too.
If you'll notice, when Lark gets the ball at the high post, he immediately shows shot, and each time Burbank is committed and he's driven past them.
Yep. Well, my gut tells me that he's not the most confident outside shooter, and he'd rather take something inside.
That's his game. Last touch by the Titans. Another look at that play. High post speed, ball fake, they went for it. Wide open on the drive.
Nice touch.
Baseline drive, shut down, kick out.
That ball was tipped, too. Just didn't get enough on it.
Jumper on the way, back rim, no. Lark down the baseline, double team, on the floor, loose ball, turnover.
Well, that's hustle. And it's nice when Lark got up. He got the little tap in the chest from one of the other players. So that's good. That's good. One of the opposite team players.
Baseline inbound. Minute to go in the half.
Caleb Williams with the ball.
Play doubled. Poor pass out of bounds, turnover. And Coach Farrell was wishing he hadn't seen that. 42 seconds left.
Did the little Lindsey stomp.
Let's see how much time they run off the clock.
Big possession for Fortune.
Feed the post. Kick back. Drive, shoot, runner missed. Here come the Titans with 20 seconds left. Wow, what a defensive play right there.
Wow, Tyree Rose, timing, placement, locked it in.
Both hands.
Burbank will keep the ball.
$13 seconds. 10. 7. Nice double, mishandled. 3. Taking the bucket. Down.
Wow. There's a timing move.
Williams with the bucket. And it pulls Burbank within 2 at 38-36. Let's take a look at that last play in the final seconds.
Take a look at him here driving. Lurk didn't quite get there in time.
Well, let's turn our attention in a different direction. Lindsey Farrell over nearby to visit with Kevin Coble for a minute.
Hey, here we go, guys, back to the Christmas special here, the Cordova Classic. We're here with Burbank coach Lindsey Farrell. Hey, Coach, explain to me your first half. Give me your expression of your team, and what are you going to do the second half coming up?
Well, I mean, we got to take care of the basketball. Don't turn the basketball over. Attack the basket. My object was to try to get these guys in foul trouble a little bit, But I think we did okay. But we just, got to make our free throws and make sure that we take care of the basketball.
Well, that's what it is. It seems like you got great guard play pushing the ball up. We talked about it a little earlier how important it is for your team to have the guards push the ball up. How do you think they're doing on the first half so far?
Well, I think besides Brandon Haley fouling, I think we're okay. The other guards got to step up because Brandon's our leader, so we got to make sure that the other guards know when they're in the game, they got to be attack mode.
Absolutely. It seems like when Brandon's in the game, he does help you push that level up play and get your guards all in the game, too. It kind of involves them more in the game. What do you got to do in the second half to get this victory for you?
Well, don't turn the basketball over. Make our easy buckets and make this adjustment on defense because they're, killing me on the inside there. So hopefully we can do it.
Gotcha. And then, Coach, I know it's a little personal. You got Coach Stafford. Explain to me that scenario. And I know it's one of your last tournaments you're coaching against him. And you guys used to coach girls basketball as well. Explain that a little bit out to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, we go way back, man. And Thomas, when I first started coaching, he was coaching the girls. So, I mean, it was many moons ago. So I just thought about it today, and I was like, you know what? This is me and Swafford's last go-round together. So it's been about 25, 26 years. So
yeah, long time.
Long time.
All right, Coach. Well, that's it. Hey, welcome great to the second half. Wish you luck.
All right, thank you.
Coach, thank you. All right, guys. Hey, back to you. Will Mike, again, that's Coach Farrell from Burbank High School. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Kevin. A tight one here at the half. Don't wander off. You're liable to miss something great. We'll be back for more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week. Stay with us.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm going to respond to it?
I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
I hug you.
Yes. If it made you feel LA, bro, I'd probably do. Love you. Love you too.
Our son Arjun was born with cystic fibrosis, a rare disease that shortens lives. But there's something you can do to help. Join us as we walk in great strides, the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation's National Walk. Every year, thousands of people lace up to raise money and awareness for CF. The CF Foundation has made amazing progress, but we're not done yet. The biggest reason I strive? Because I want Arjun to live a full and happy life. Visit CFF.org and sign up for our Great Strides Walk today. Lace up, walk, cure cystic fibrosis.
We have been treated to an exciting first half in this third-place game of the 46th Cordova Christmas Classic. Torrid outside shooting by both squads, Rick Stewart, and as a result, a lot of points on the board, but just a 2-point difference.
Well, the outside shooting tonight for both teams is 180 degrees different than what we saw last night for both teams. Fortune had some three-pointers, but not this many and not this accurate. Burbank didn't have that many three-pointers at all compared to tonight, and that's part of what the score is now. I mean, well, I'll take that 70, 76, 72 game any time, any night of the week between any two teams, especially when there's this much shooting prowess being exhibited. Now, the defense sometimes is a little bit sloppy. The ball handling is a little bit sloppy sometimes, but these guys are going after it. This is something they want to hang on to, and they're shooting like it is.
Well, in the first quarter, when Fortune really opened up a sizable lead, they went on a cold streak at the foul line, wound up missing 7 free throws in the first half.
Wow. Well,
at a point in time when they really could have put the heavy pressure on Lindsay's ball club, but it allowed them to stay within striking distance, and they were right on them all throughout the second quarter.
Yeah, and we talk about that all the time, free throws. You're standing there, there's crowd noise and all that kind of stuff, but nobody's bothering you. You have to be able to make those free throws most of the time. I'm not going to say every team needs to make them 100%, but no. You have to be able to take advantage of that time period where you're up there and there's nothing stopping you.
Well, we haven't seen any of the squads get nervous yet. This has been an all-out push by both teams, and as you mentioned earlier, both teams headed by 300 game winners.
Well, and that translates to the people that hold the ball. You've got all this experience talking about what has gone before and what is gone, and especially in Fortune's case with 2 seniors that have been doing this and know what each other is going to do as well. That's the ideal situation for Fortune, probably for the last 3 years to really move this program forward. And we'll see what happens next year after they graduate. Whether they have other younger players that are going to be ready to take the spot or not. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell, but it's very exciting to see so many young ball players with proven excellence at this level.
Well, yeah, and I'm very surprised at the athleticism, I guess is the real word I want to use, the athleticism of both teams. Now, you can take care of, the ball handling miscues and stuff like that. You take all that out, and you still have very, very athletic young teams on the court tonight in this game. The championship game, when we watch later, there's a little bit more veteranism to it, but both these programs are very, very young, and that may be part of what Lindsay's frustration is too. They're not rounding in as quick as he wants them to, or as quick as he thinks that they can, maybe.
We're at the 46th Cordova Christmas Classic. Very happy to have you with us. We're going to step away for a break, and soon afterward, we'll have some exciting second half action. Stay with us.
Even though we didn't grow up together, he's my favorite brother.
Hey, sis.
I'm the baby of the family, and he's the gentle giant.
What you know about Port Georgia?
Man, Champagne, please. That's a classic.
You know when they say people are a rare breed? Yeah, he's that.
I'm sorry. I'll be back in a few hours.
Don't worry, Shug. You know I'm for you.
I know.
Go get the football.
That was my favorite memory. He was always for you. This is a true story of me, Bridget Floyd, and this guy, George Perry Floyd Jr., my big brother.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back to the Cordova Christmas Classic. Kevin Coble standing by with head coach Derek Swafford of Fortune.
Coach Swafford, sorry. How's it been in your first half? Tell me what your team was like in the first half, and tell me what you're going to do in the second half.
Well, it's our defense. That's what we live by, defense. And we're short. We know we're short. We only got 6.5 players, but we don't make no excuses. They got to play the defense. If they play defense, we win the game.
Great, Coach. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it. All right, guys, back to you.
Okay, ready for second half action. Both clubs on the floor, including Derek Swafford finishing his interview and having a word for the Rose brothers.
Interesting that he would say he really only has 6.5 players. You know, does that mean the 3 players that are in uniform on the bench that have been in the game, the 3 of them only comprise 1.5?
I really don't know how to answer that one, bro.
That's probably coach speak that I don't understand.
High post. Here he comes. Lark slapped out of there, blocked and grabbed.
Michael Butcher timed it right.
Poor pass. Both clubs exchanged turnovers in the opening few seconds of the third quarter.
Yeah, and that was just great timing on Michael Butcher with that block. Lark went down low, went up for the shot. No fake on it, so I don't know whether he maybe could have done the fake or not, but got it blocked.
38-36, Fortune leading Burbank here. This is the third place game of the 46th Cordova Christmas Classic, and it's been a doozy so far. A miss straight away on the jumper by Tyree Rose. One and done.
And interesting, after the first half of good shooting we saw, boy, it'd be really terrible to have everybody go cold.
Down low, got it.
Tie ball game.
We're tied up on the bucket by James.
Yeah, just a nice soft little toss up there and just crept right over the rim.
38 all. New ball game. Lindsey Farrell stressed. Clean block.
Another block by Michael Butcher. He's very active on defense. It's kind of surprising. He doesn't look like he's really that tall, but he can jump up there, and he's got good timing.
The timing was the deal on that.
That's 2 times in a row now.
Baseline inbound. Back on top. They swing it. Feed the post. Lark down.
Nice soft touch with the left hand. All he's got to do is have no defender on the other side. He's got one behind him, but if he's got nobody on the other side to try and clog it, he's got an easy shot there.
Fortune back on top. Ooh. Hard contact. And a charge.
Now that is not the first time Tyrese Rose has been knocked backwards on his back, taking a charge. And that's impressive.
It is. Haley looking kind of disgruntled.
Yeah, frustration. Definite frustration.
Nice replay, guys. That was a good call there and hard contact, as we said. Derek Swafford leaving Sac High, where he had probably the most success of any area basketball coach in the wins and losses. And starting a new program is not easy, but here they are.
Yeah, and from the ground up. I mean, really, they didn't have a place to play. They didn't have any players. The first year team was all freshmen.
Into the post, up high. Lark looks and feeds.
Ten seconds.
Good ball movement. A missed from outside. Great timing there. Blocked, followed, missed.
Two different misses. Butcher was right in the middle. He's clogging up the defensive end down there against Fortune. Not always getting the ball, but nice pass there.
Wow, wide open inside McDaniel.
And that's McDaniel's game too. I'll take it down low. I'll take all the easy stuff.
We're tied again at 40. Turn and fire. A miss. One and done.
And they went to Christian Barrett as the post in there instead of Lark this time. Interesting, different look.
Corner J. Short. Put back down.
Sidnor. The deuce make the deuce.
Inside left hand. Oh, trickles off. Tough luck.
Wow, tough angle, and he just put it up and rolled right off the front of the rim.
Burbank by 2, trying to increase. It's tapped away. A turnover. Tough D there. 2 and 1. Rose to Rose. Down.
Easy pass. They both knew it. It was kind of a hot pass from Tyrese, but you know, Tyrese, I'm sure they did that in the driveway enough times. I'm ready.
42 all. Tight game. Jump shot. In closes.
James.
James.
Nice move across the lane.
Burbank by 2. Loose ball turnover and a run-out layup. Got it.
Too easy for play. Nice defensive play, though. Nice to stop the offensive play and get the ball.
That's the first 4-point lead they've had. But let's see if it buoys a run here.
Yeah.
Fortune needs to answer that. Down the slot, short. Good rebounding by the Titans. Take it strong, a miss. No call, push it the other way. Tyree loses the rock. Timeout, Burbank.
Lindsay called a timeout when they were laying on the sideline before he got rid of it.
Well, Rose is looking at his right ankle. There was another wet spot out there. He's gone down twice. Both of them turned over.
Yep.
Not good. That can cause injuries. Wipe it up.
Well, they got to get it wiped up now.
Let's take a look at James in the scoring column.
Coming across the lane there. Just a nice little soft pull-up. Mid-range game.
46-42. Burbank trailed the entire first half. Now on top by 4.
And I'm not really sure that it looked like Burbank was ready to lead in the first half, but they came out here, you know, they weren't shooting the threes like they did in the first half, but they were just being more careful with the ball. And both Butcher and McDaniel are doing an outstanding job. You know, they're not really little guys, but they're not really big guys, even though they play the big positions sometimes. So, you know, these guys are playing, you know, you'd hate to say they're playing over their head, but they're not. They're just playing as a bigger player.
huge possession here and a turnover by Burbank. A golden opportunity to increase the 4-point lead.
Yeah, Butcher was with that pass a little bit hot. I don't think McDaniel was quite ready for it at the speed it was coming at. I think he was looking for a little bit of softer touch on it.
10 turnovers now for Burbank. Inside.
Another block.
Sidnor, his shot partially blocked. Aggressive rebounding effort.
Good body defense by Thompson.
Deep jump shot. Down. My
Najee
goodness.
Collins. Deep. Burbank got away with one. Butcher got his foot over the line and then went back a little bit.
Yes, he did. One and done. Here's a run out, a leak, and a layup.
Real easy. Good eyesight by Elijah Thompson to see Rose sprinting up the court.
Well, after the three and the transition layup, the 4-point Burbank lead is evaporated. Fortune by 1. And a timeout called by Derek Swafford and the Power Panthers. Full timeout. We'll step back for a moment. Oh, wait, we love replays.
Yes, we do.
This was a 5-point flurry capped off with the defensive play and the transition to wipe out a 5-point deficit.
Wow, yeah. These are back and forth.
Nicely done.
It was a nice outlet pass there from Elijah Thompson after coming down with the ball and corralling everything.
It's been exceedingly difficult for either team to build up any more than a 5-point lead in this game. Well, Fortune had a 6-point edge, I believe.
Yeah.
2:20 here, late third, and they are knotted. It's going to be a furious finish, no doubt.
Well, both the teams have cooled off a little bit shooting. Now, I don't know whether that's going to roll to the end of the game or not. If either team gets hot at this point by themselves, that could be all that they need, whichever team it is.
Well, Tyree Rose, definitely a noticeable limp.
Yeah.
It's his right leg or knee. Let's see if he can go the distance.
Yeah, when he's going back there, he's being real ginger on his ankle.
Yeah.
Turnover?
Yes. Amazing. They've had 2 since I reported 10. So the Titans in for a dozen turnovers. Down 1.
Well, and that was always a hallmark of Swafford's team at Sac High, too, wasn't it? You know, they were very, very good at controlling the ball.
Less than 2 minutes now remaining here in the third quarter. Anybody's game. A break up and a steal. Another turnover.
Got away from Charles there. He didn't come up with it cleanly.
A travel and a turnover back the other way.
Well, it's equal. That doesn't make it a good thing for either team, but, they're just going back and forth, and that makes it tough on the coaches. But then again, neither coach is in a position where they're losing their hair anyway.
Okay, up the floor with 1:35 to go here in the third. Burbank down 1.
I'm not sure what Lindsay is expecting to see, Coach Farrell over there, but he's not happy.
Break up and steal. Take it strong. The layup down.
Just curled it right over on Rose off the rim.
Man, that was strong. He anticipated that and had the burst to pull it off.
Matthew Robinson back in for Burbank. He gave them a incredible spark when he came in first half.
He loses the rock. Here's a tie-up. He gets it back, flips to a teammate. Runner down.
Yep, nice soft touch going into the lane. Several chances that Fortune had to come up with the ball, but they were just a hair late on each one of them.
49-48. Fortune. Runner short. Clay rebounds. Titans with a chance to tie or take the lead here in the final 30 seconds.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Came up late and hit him just as he was starting to move. Charles got called for it. He didn't get there in time. And if we could see that on replay, if we have it,
Okay, Tyree Rose. Look at that anticipation.
Nice. That's what they're for.
25 seconds to go in the third. Open J on the way and missed this time.
Najee Collins hit one there earlier in this quarter and thought he'd go up there again.
10 seconds. 7. Another poor pass. Can he beat the buzzer? Yes!
Nice timing. He had that. He was looking at it all the way, I'll bet you.
Well, I must say that was tremendous D.
And Charles wasn't even looking for the ball.
51-48. Fortune. We'll be right back.
Long ago, in a household far away, a sink lived in harmony. All of a sudden, the fog attacked. Fats, oils, and greases, such as meat and sauces, can cause massive clogs in the sewer system. The sink was defenseless, until a fearless hero saved the day through proper disposal. By canning oils, scraping greases, and trashing food scraps, the household was saved. And through proper disposal, you too can save your sink. For more information, go to sacsewer.com.
Well, we've talked all night so far about the Rose brothers at the starting guards for Fortune, offensively and defensively. And the third quarter ended with a stellar defensive play and a bucket.
Well, yeah, and Fortune ended the quarter with a 9-2 run, and that was after they were trailing 46-42. So at that point, 9-2 to end the quarter. Yeah, let's take a look at a replay here.
Like
there
a flash.
Wasn't even looking at Charles. And just barely beat the clock.
That's where we are right now as we open fourth quarter action here at the Cordova Christmas Classic. Boy, you don't get that dribble out there in front. They'll swipe it. In the paint, short, and got it.
That's not a bad Marcus Butcher there with a nice soft touch too. Nice in underneath the basket passing. So short passes where it's all congested.
Good ball movement. Into the post. Clark, not this time.
Clark tried to go up for the rebound too. And Will, just a question. How often, how much have the Rose brothers been off the court tonight? Not much, I don't think.
I don't think they've been off at all. They've gone the whole way. So the Titans have pulled within one and cannot take the lead.
Elijah Thompson right there, come down with it solid. No quick move or anything that he's going to have a problem with, but just held on to it.
Jump shot missed there by Tyree Rose. Nice pass. Got it.
Very nice pass by Haley. And he put his fingers up with the goggles. I saw you.
52-51 Burbank. Lark inside. Rose.
Good
seesaw.
Good body work inside. And he's stronger than he looks too when they're down underneath. Nice quick pass to McDaniels for an easy one off the backboard.
Sure was. They're answering that. And we seesaw again. 54-53 Burbank. High post. Lark doubled, tripled. Whistle and a foul against the Titans.
Yeah, you know, you're going to be getting a foul there, driving into those people. There were so many people that were collapsing. Take a look at Tyrese again. Nice work. Nice work. Nice pass by Lark to get it done.
So Tyree Rose at the Fortune foul line with critical free throw opportunity. They're down one early here in the fourth. Well, that towel has been getting a workout.
And I'm not sure it's not the same towel they've been using all night.
Okay, not at the foul line. Correction. Inbound lob. Fortune has not trailed many times in this game, but they're down one. Corner J.
McDaniel, another board. Good position, good height.
Open daylight. A miss. Oh, they say Lark last touched it.
Yeah, he was a little over the shoulder, it looked like, but he may have gotten his fingers on it to knock it out.
Crowd continuing to add to the attendance here. Cordova, the host team, playing Grant for the championship a little bit later. Right now, third place up for grabs. Muscle inside, miss it short, but draw a foul.
Just keep pushing, trying to back in against Lark, and you're either going to stop him or you're going to get a foul.
So McDaniel with important free throws here. And the first one's a clunker.
And these are big free throws at this point of the game. 5 minutes left. You have to make these.
1 out of 2. 9 points now for McDaniel. 5:20 to go. Still front side of quarter number 4. Wow. Lark was not looking.
Well, Tyree's not happy with that either.
So Thompson in, Lark out. Fatigue starting to show with the Panthers with the much smaller rotations.
Well, when you have a shorter rotation.
Up and steal. Rose down. Wow. These guards.
Good quick hands. He almost stole the inbounds pass, too.
5-minute mark. In close. Bank shot pops out. Rebounding foul against the Titans.
Yes. Yeah, Thompson had it. Got knocked out of it.
55-55.
McDaniel's not happy about it either coming back. He doesn't think he got fouled.
Collins walking dribble up the floor. Important possessions, all of these from here on out. A breakup and near steal.
Good quick hands by Butcher there. In a sense, I really like what I see about the Burbank Titans. They're all maybe undersized compared to some teams, but they got what it takes inside. I'm going to fight you for it.
Rose right through the defense. A miss. His brother rebounds it. Turnaround, Jay. Another miss. Tough luck.
Wow. Boy, those are two really tough shots. Good defense by Titans, though.
Haley speeds it. Passes. A miss from the baseline. Rebound. Put back.
Yeah, Marcus Butcher got the rebound away from a couple of different Fortune players that thought they had inside position. Just went right back up with it. No hesitation.
57-55. Titans by 2. Midway fourth. This game really heating up.
Both teams are both in that spot where, they want it.
Deep jump shot missed badly. Derek Swafford not pleased with the lack of ball movement on that play. Haley directing traffic, 3.5 to go. Down the slot, layup, missed.
Tyrese is trying to figure out what the
timeout on the floor. Both clubs now showing fatigue, particularly Fortune. They're only down 2. And despite the hard, aggressive play and the many hard falls, the coaches have handled the rotation nicely. No foul outs yet.
No, and that's something that, especially Fortune, you heard Coach Swafford say he had really 6.5 players. We talked about that earlier, but when you have a rotation that's short like that, you have to be ready to be constantly moving just to stay away from the fouls. And he's done a good job. And Lindsey's used most of his roster, and yet, he's still in the ball game, still sitting solid, looking solid, ready to grab it. See Coach Swafford there. Could I say taking a moment to relax or no?
Well, he took a moment, but I'm not sure he was relaxed. He won't probably be relaxed until he puts a big W on the card tonight. In the meantime, Haley is at the Burbank foul line.
Haley at the line. Rolls it in. Big free throw. Gives him a 3-point lead, 58-55. Second one bounces out. Fortune's got to be smart here. Yes, there's 3 minutes left. There's some time, but they need every possession to be quality possessions.
58-55. We're coming down the stretch here. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Open down, gunning, another miss. Nice offensive board. And nice Lark puts it down.
Nice touch by Lark. 1 point game.
58-57. Burbank up 1. Less than 3 minutes. Haley stop and fire. Got it.
Yep, stop. Nice mid-range jumper. And that's not a problem for him distance-wise, so, that's good.
60-57. The lead is 3 for the Titans. In a 2-3 zone. Take it strong. Got it.
Nice angle.
Tyree.
Yeah, he's got a variety of shots. He can shoot from the outside. He can play inside. You can see, he's grimacing a little bit on that ankle. He's still feeling it.
Double teamed is Haley. Trapped. Loose ball on the floor. Stolen away. The Rose brothers too much D. And Lark.
Good hustle by Lark. Diving for the ball, pushing it off to his teammate. And setting it up with, the speed to get in there and knock it loose, too.
Unofficial on my card, 15 turnovers now for Burbank. That one hurt.
Wow. It was a big one. They needed that one.
So, Fortune within 1. They've got the rock. And they are fatigued.
Yep.
Bending at the waist, supported by hands on knees. At the stripe, Tyrese Rose has been splendid. Missed badly.
And we talk about being splendid at the line, and that's what happens. Golly gee.
He's exhausted.
Yeah. Well, and again, you just said it. That's the thin rotation they have that's putting so much pressure on everybody. And Burbank's just battling you underneath, so you're going to add that to the short rotation too.
Trying to salvage and cannot. Missed them both. Scrap for the board.
Elijah Thompson was right there, had his hands on it basically almost twice to try and corral it, but just couldn't get it done.
2:02. Those were some important free throw misses right there. Timeout called. A 1-point game. And we're going to step back and take a short pause for the cause. Stay with us.
Steve, finally finished cleaning the bathroom.
Stop! Don't put that paper towel in there.
Why not?
Products such as wipes, rags, and yes, paper towels can cause serious problems for sewer systems.
What's the difference? Toilet paper always gets flushed.
Unlike toilet paper, other products don't break down as easily, meaning sewer systems can get clogged.
Oh.
Do the sewer systems a favor. Trash the wipes, not the pipes. Learn more at sacsewers.com.
.02 left in this one. Anybody's game. They're fighting for third place in the 46th Cordova Christmas Classic. And this will be a furious 2 minutes, and we may see overtime.
Whoa.
There's the inbound. Defense picking up at three-quarter court. Clay speeds into the front court and gives it back to Haley.
Guarded by Tyrese.
A slapping foul against Tyrese.
Yeah, you got past him, and he just reached out to try and slap the ball away and try and keep something from happening badly.
Non-shooting foul, just the fourth on Fortune, to their credit.
Yeah.
Neither team in the bonus. Inbound and cashed in.
Nice turnaround move there. Go up softly by McDaniel.
Tyree drives it hard and sticks it in.
Wow, I'm going for it, and he just rattled it in there, banged off the rim.
62-61 coming down the stretch. Here at 113. Picked off. Rose, a bullet. Misses. Follow-up missed. And lost out of bounds.
Yeah, it was terrible losing it out of bounds like that. Missing, Tyrese can't believe he missed the layup either.
Their steals have been magnificent. Probably about 8 of them. Speed Merchant. Wild layup missed. Haley, no good. Offensive rebound, tenaciously boarded that time.
Tyree finds himself on the floor again.
Non-shooting. Less than a minute to go. 45 seconds. Burbank up 1. Haley drives, turns, fires, got it.
Wow, big shot by Haley. Huge.
64-61.
That might be the dagger right there.
Layup down.
1 point game, 24 seconds to go.
This has been a thriller from the start. A collision at midcourt and a block against Tyree Rose.
Just the 5th foul though, so no penalty.
So Haley
take a look at the replay here.
McDaniel to Haley.
But the Fortune knocked it out. Is that what it was?
Yes.
Huh. Didn't see any kind of a signal from the referees at all.
No. 10 seconds and a whistle and a foul at midcourt.
Got to foul him. Got to take a chance.
So it's going to go back to, again, pressure at the foul line.
Yep. Michael Butcher. His time to shine.
Timeout taken, 8.9. And that's a measure of time, no matter what happens on the free throw.
Yep. And you know they're going to have a foul, too, afterwards.
Well, let's keep it right here and speculate a little bit.
Well, with 8.9 seconds left, and this is what you call your real hard-fought game, no doubt about it. And both teams are looking to take it. Both teams are showing some fatigue, especially on the Fortune side, and yet they've hung in there. They've played. The teams are different. It's a young, a little bit taller on Fortune's side, athletic, and yet on Burbank, they're playing bigger than their size would indicate. So, they're hustling, they're rolling, they're pushing, they're shoving, they're scratching, they're biting, they're kicking, doing what they got to do to try and keep the ball and keep things going in their way. So this is going to be a last great 9 seconds, I think.
Both teams break their huddles and take to the floor. And at the stripe, the loneliest place in the gym right now. Butcher is shooting 1 and 1.
It's lonelier with a 1-point lead, isn't it, than a 1-point deficit?
He drops number 1.
That's big.
Now, he has been terrific tonight. And got them both.
Touch. That's a touch. That's what they need.
They need a 3 here. Fortune does. Here it comes. Here it comes. A miss.
That's it. Bounces out of bounds. There's the final.
66 to 63. An important victory for Lindsey Farrell's Titans. And
huge.
A tough loss. Another tough loss for Derek Swafford and the Panthers. Wait a minute. We have, hold it up.
.7 seconds.
I agree with that. They let the horn sound as that ball was rolling out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even sure it was out of bounds when the horn sounded.
So we rewind a moment. Up the floor. Here's a run out to McDaniel, and that will finish it.
Yes, and Lark was trying his best, holding on to the jersey to try and do something, but, tough play like that, it's going to be very difficult.
So the final 66 to 63. Third place in this Cordova Christmas Classic goes to Lindsey Farrell's Burbank Titans.
I'm counting 18 points in the fourth quarter for Burbank, 18-12 fourth quarter.
And 3 players shared that load. Haley, McDaniel, and Butcher. As we always do, we select a player from each team and honor them as player of the game, and we have done so for this one as well. So in tonight's third place victory for the Titans, we pay respect to Fortune guard Tyrese Rose, an exemplary performance, and big-time clutch minutes for Alfred McDaniel of the Burbank Titans. tonight's players of the game.
Huge for McDaniel, playing tough underneath.
We're going to take a very short break and come right back to wrap this up, and then put your focus on the championship game. Stay right here with us.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why? My. Oh.
Well, there's the outcome of an exciting, thrilling third-place game here as Burbank stops Fortune 66-63. And we're going to put a cap on this one and shift your attention to the championship contest. The teams are on the floor warming up, and that includes the Grant High Pacers taking on the host team in this tournament, the Cordova Lancers. We look forward to this game last night after we knew it would be the pairing, and saw so many wonderful players on both teams leading up to this matchup we're going to see here.
Yeah, well, and I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a rough, quick, not rough, but it's going to be a quick, hot shooting game, I think. I think they're going to be... All right, we're getting information here that could help us in the next game, too, so that's awesome. That's awesome. Looks like Denard Wilson is back off his little time away.
Well, we just got a report from interim head coach Stone of Grant that long-standing head coach Denard Wilson has returned from his event, and he will be guiding the team this evening, and we'll have him most likely as a halftime interview guest. But right now, the Grant Pacers are going to take on the host Cordova Lancers, Rick. And Grant uncharacteristically at just 5-4, but their football team played for the state title, and they had some players also play basketball, but they were unable to use early in the season.
Well, and that's we've seen this over the years. Football players come back. It takes them a few weeks sometimes to get in the groove of playing basketball, different sport and everything. So, it could be interesting. It could be very interesting.
8-2 for Fletcher Johnson's Lancers, and it's been a while since he's had his ball club into the finals of the host tournament. And at 8-2, they certainly deserve to be here. They've played some good basketball thus far. Tonight, though, they're going to go up against a very speedy ball club. And that would be the Grant Pacers. They've got speed to burn. Their guards are just dazzling. But don't underestimate the Cordova Lancers guards, because they're dangerous. Stay with us. We're going to come back for more of a run-up to this championship contest when we return.
Access Sacramento presents a live hometown Game of the Week sports event. This program is funded in part by a grant from the Sacramento Metropolitan Cable Television Commission.
Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week is in Rancho Cordova tonight at Cordova High School for the 46th Cordova Christmas Classic, and this is the championship game. The Grand High Pacers taking on host the Cordova Lancers. With Rick Stewart, I'm Will James. Happy to have you with us tonight, and I think it's safe to say you're going to see some tremendous basketball based on what we've seen earlier in the tournament.
I think so too, and I think if, based on what we saw at least last night, you're going to see some tremendous outside shooting. And there's a couple players on the court tonight that you're going to be just stunned by how good they are if they shoot as well as they did before.
Let's see what these squads did in order to get here in the last outings. That would be the semifinals last night here at Cordova High. And you can see there the Pacers really had to turn it on.
Right, they did. 61-55, close at halftime. Second half, played even really, but it was a good game. It was a well-played game. DeVera played really well. Now, the other side for Cordova last night, they had a big win too over Burbank, 72-60. They skewered the Titans. They 12-point lead after the first quarter. That was it, basically. And we saw these in the earlier game too. Same two teams, same four teams. The Lancers led wire to wire in there. These are all based on the impact players that both teams have going into the season and the games tonight. We can look at those impact players first for Grant. The Pacers' pride, Andre Gomez. He's a freshman, and let's face it, Coach Johnson says this may be one of their better players. Kiku Parker, we know him, number 1, senior guard. Jordan Bobo, their big man, number 5. And for Cordova, their impact players, number 20, another freshman, Jalen Bell. He's an energetic, quick hands, good with the ball. Number 21, Javen DeVera. You're going to like the way this guy shoots. Dead-eye shooter. He's a good ball handler, but he's a dead-eye shooter. Lewis Griffin, 24, allegedly hasn't played b-ball very long, but he can jump out of the building, and if that's the case about his experience, he's doing very well for the experience he has. Yeah, we should probably get ready for the starting lineups, huh, Will?
I would think so. Just about ready for introductions from the vaunted public address announcer who has graced this tournament for many years, Mark Gribsko.
Indeed.
Attendance has stepped up as we thought it would for the hosts, despite stormy conditions outside. And I think action on the court's going to warm everybody up.
Oh, I think so. Might even get hot in here. We could take a look at both starting lineups. They're not quite ready to do this. I don't know what their holdup is here, but that's what they do. They keep track of things. I guess maybe they had to restart their programming and stuff like that. You can hear the PA announcer in the background talking about this and talking about both coaches, and especially Coach Fletcher Johnson with Cordova. He's been one of the main driving points lately for the last decade and a half, 2 decades of this tournament, keeping it going and making sure that it's doing what it's doing.
A terrific performance last night to get into the finals.
They played well
in their semi-victory, and it was sparked by an explosive first half, and those guards were tremendous.
They were quick, and even Jalen Bell coming off the bench. I mean, he did not start, but he came off the bench. You can look here at the Grant starters for Coach Kennard Wilson. Kiku Parker, number 1, 5'11", senior. We saw him before. Isaiah Montu, number 4, another guard, 6 foot. Darnell Hunter, another guard, 6'1", junior. Andre Gomez, one of our impact players, number 0, 6'5", a freshman. Jordan Bobo, 6'8", senior, the post for the Grant Pacers, number 5. You're going to like the way he plays. Good, solid game down low. Knows what he's doing. Not try to do too much. On the other side now for Cordova as they're introduced and both coaches shake hands. You can see Grant there getting all excited. They're ready to go. They're ready to play.
These two Cordova, they're diminutive, but just terrific.
You can look at the starters here for Coach Fletcher Jarson. Javen DeVera, number 21, he's our sharpshooter. Evan Lee, a very, very pesky guard, number 23, good defensive player. Cody Jones, number 30, a senior. Lewis Griffin, number 24, watch him jump and rebound tonight. Rayshawn Johnson on the wing, number 25, he's a junior. Both these two starting lineups are very, very quality, good-sized matchup guards.
Lewis Griffin does leap out of the building, no doubt.
Really hoping we see Kiku Parker do what he can do. I mean, if he's on his game tonight and he's finding the opening, he can take over this game from the very beginning.
A transfer from El Camino High School for his senior year.
You can see the referees there, James Yee, Blake Raskelly, the umpire. Sing 2 we had in the third place game. They did a quality job, kept control of the game as best they could.
Not an easy game to call. Shot on the way and a miss, tapped out long. It starts a Grant fast break. Layup good.
Nice pass out. Isaiah Montu with the easy layup.
Grant, an early 2-0 lead in transition. That's a foul, but no call. Parker, very muscular there, went right through him. And misses the layup, crashed the board, grabbed the rim. Should be a technical. Wow. Another player knocked down. And I believe they've called a foul.
You know, I think they called it a kick ball. I think they said that Darnell Hunter kicked it once he tried to knock it away.
Well, then I'll have to wait for an even harder contact for a foul.
Well, I'm sure we'll probably see one tonight.
2-0 Grant early. Tapped out of bounds. Ball awarded to Cordova.
And that's one thing Cordova's going to have to be. They're going to have to be very crisp with their passing. They're going to, because Grant is quick. They reach. They tap balls.
Jumper on the way. A miss and a follow-up is good.
Good touch by Rayshawn Johnson. Came down with the ball and just went straight back up with it. No fake, no nothing else. Just went up and did it.
A 2-2 tie early on. Good start. Bobo surrounded, but with the height advantage. Nice block there.
Oh, nice tip.
Yes, it was.
Andre, he got a lot of slap on the arm when he first put the shot up, too, but he went right back up and just tipped it softly in.
Here's a turnover and another layup.
Cordova's going to have to be real careful of that tonight. They've already got burned a couple times on it.
6-2, Grant. Left-handed flip.
Good shot. Good touch by Rayshawn Johnson. Drove Bobo underneath the rim, and he couldn't really go up too far to do it, so he just put it up soft.
High lob cross court. Broken up and stolen. Grant turnover.
Well, that was a nice move by Gomez. I thought he probably should have just gone up with it after the first move to get away.
In the key, open jumper, air ball, 2 feet long.
Wow, boy, that was a real tough. Little extra mustard on that one from Rayshawn Johnson.
Darnell Hunter handling, cross court, corner J. Nice jump in there. A miss. Tapped and saved.
Good tussle.
That's a bump and no call.
That's a lot of contact under there.
Let's just say it. There's been 3 or 4 instances already with hard contact and no call. All of them by Grant. In and out and in.
Nice touch from the corner by Gomez.
The ball hawking is fierce. Open daylight gunning. A miss. Push it. Pass it. Out of bounds. Grant turnover.
Just a little bit too far. Gomez was looking for it, but just a little out of his reach there.
9-4. Grant. Timeout taken here. Midway first at the 4:35. It's a 30, so we'll keep it here. And we knew the officiating was going to have to really be sharp. Let's take a look at this replay.
Darnell Hunter here. Protecting the ball, swapping hands, and then just laying it up protected. Nice touch.
Grant probably considered a favorite in tonight's game.
I would think so. I mean, on paper, you would have to look at it that way, certainly. That doesn't measure the intangibles that I think maybe Cordova has a little more than people think.
I'm inclined to think that. Now here's Grant setting up in 2-2-1 zone, full court pressure.
Now we were talking about this the other night, and you know their press, Cordova is what they used to do too.
Deep J, short. Bobo rebound for Grant. Here comes Parker. Fade away, J, missed, short. Tapped and followed up by Bobo.
Cordova, I don't think, has the bodies to match Bobo if he's on his game. If he's on his game, I think he's going to destroy him. And I think between him and Gomez, I think they could have a couple tall guys down low that would really cause problems.
Johnson in that
Boy, that was a shooter's roll if I've ever seen one. Not only did it curl back in, but it was soft.
Catch and fire, a miss, one and done. Johnson has all tough luck. All of Cordova's points.
There's a nice move by Gomez there. Take a look at the replay here. The dive there.
Parker handling on the point. Bounce to Bobo. Feed inside. Whistle on the foul. So the foul's called on Cody Jones.
And one of my sleepers tonight to maybe think of, it was in the game now, Sean Cruz, number 34 for Cordova. I thought he played really well last night, down low, defensively at least. I didn't really see him score too much, but he played good body contact and he did a lot of good rebounding. Take a replay here on that, the last one. dropped it in.
Nice touch. Gomez missed the second free throw, make it 12-7. Take it strong, partially blocked. He gets it back. Down.
Nice move. Nice move to find the shooter. Shooters aren't going to go cold like his first two shots were that long. If you're a good, solid shooter like Tavares.
Well, his 3-ball pulls him within 2. Parker explodes for a layup.
Yeah, Parker's going to just quick step past a lot of defenders.
Double team right through it, feet low, short J.
There you go, Sean Cruz. Timeout.
It comes at the 2:36 late first, and we got a 2-point ball game. Let's have another look.
Look at the ball handling and pass off.
Very
Second
nice.
time we've had that kind of roll from Rayshawn Johnson, too.
Right when it looked like Grant was opening up to pull away, when they went on top 11-4. A nice run here.
8-3, yeah.
By Cordova to pull within 2 and tighten this ball game right up.
Well, and it lit up the crowd a little bit, too. Yeah, they've got more people here because of, the home team here in the championship game. That's always the way it should be.
Always. It'll be Grant basketball. Hunter inbounds to Parker. Bobo. Turn and fire. Beautiful.
Nice defense by Cruz, but Bobo just had the ball up too high. He couldn't do anything about it. Nice touch.
They beat the press again.
Down. Rayshawn Johnson. He's got a nice soft touch. I like that.
Parker, kick back. Tough shot there. Here they come. 2-on-2. Johnson.
What a block. Rayshawn Johnson looks like he's got it in his mind. I'm taking over.
Well, he's taken over for all but 3 points of the 16.
Wow. My turn.
Now this could give them the lead after trailing up until this point. Cannot. We're tied at 16, less than 2 minutes to go in the first.
Marcel Ward in the game for Grant, number 20, down low.
6'8". Corner jump shot good.
Grant with a lot of height right now, 2 6'8" players.
Trouble. Turnover.
Little trap in the corner there, just across midcourt.
Parker takes baseline, bumps Johnson out of the way with a shoulder. And hard contact and a hard fall.
Somebody call a timeout.
How about that?
Well, it's better than fighting for it, I guess.
Cruz is wondering what fell on him. This has been a very aggressive, physical game. Jump started by Grant's tough play.
Yeah, and Grant came to play. There's no doubt about it. It's the replay here. Nice touch there by Darnell.
So 19-16 on the strength of that 3. But Cordova has shown the ability to bounce back and stay in the game.
Bobo's out right now. Gomez is back in. Looks almost like on the sideline, like Bobo might have gotten hurt somehow. Nice soft touch by Gomez.
Well, he's considered their top player by a couple of their coaches. Nearly a turnover. Dangerous pass, and it gets through. Jump shot. Not this time. Hustle for the rebound. They're going to give the ball to Grant. Right now, their intensity has not yet been matched.
No, it hasn't been. And they're just like a quick cat. Or a pacer.
Less than a minute. Parker on the point. Drives it. A floater. Air ball. Here's a leak out, but it's picked off. Now another steal.
Jalen Bell tried to get it coming in. Cody Jones hit him in stride, but it wasn't quite in his hands where he was ready for it.
Now, Bell could be a spark here, as we saw he was last night. Very speedy guard, and he can shoot a little bit. Tough off the bench.
He just came in and lit it up, I thought, last night. Oh. Not sure that's Lewis Griffin's best spot for shooting.
No. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Grant by 5. Hunter, fade away. Nice jump in there. 1 second left. And another collision.
Yes.
And
Parker's been in the midst of several of them tonight.
We played 1 quarter. Grant by 5. Don't wander off. We'll be right back for more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
When fog, fats, oils, and grease get put down the drain, it can harden and create massive problems in our sewers. Fog can cause sewer backups, clogs, and can be a headache to clean out. Some sources of fog include items like meat, salad dressing, milk, butter, and creamy or oily sauces. Don't let fog get down the drain by doing 3 simple things. Can it, scrape it, and trash it to keep your pipes flowing. Learn more at sacsewer.com.
Well, we opened second quarter action with Grant on top by 5 in this championship game. And they've got the rock inbound from just in front of us at midcourt. Shoved in by Hopkins. Gomez kicks it back to Hopkins. Down. 3-ball corner pocket.
Well, that's just touch shooting.
Take it strong. Beautifully done. Wow, with the left.
Griffin went at him. Went at both Bobo and Gomez and muscled it in there and got fouled too. I mean, that's really, I think, what they need right now. Somebody to set the spark. I'm taking it on my shoulders and go.
Trying to clean up a 3-point play and does.
Nice touch.
Another look. Lewis Griffin. Montre Ward into the ball game for Grant. Parker. A miss and a rebound. Inside bucket, cashed in by Bobo. (26-19). Corner J. Down!
Lewis Griffin. Now, he didn't hit too many shots like that last night. And I wouldn't have thought he would be that much of an outside shooter, but yeah, that was a nice touch.
Parker, a miss on the drive.
I think that's what Grant really needs, is Parker just to take it over.
So he'll go to the stripe to shoot 2. The El Camino transfer, steadies and fires. And the first one is a clunker.
Yeah, that wasn't even a bad second, or a good second bounce.
Last night he had trouble from the stripe as well.
Yeah.
Substitution, Cordova. They go to the bench for guard Evan Lee. He wears 23.
And Malachi Gorman, number 33.
1 out of 2.
On the floor also now for our answers is number 20, Jalen Bell.
Take a look at the replay. Darnell Hunter from the side.
Still full court pressure applied by Grant. Into the front court. Kick out. Jay on the way is a miss. Bobo with a rebound. Take it straight to the bucket. Charge into the defense.
Get the ball back and chop it in. 6'8", you can't teach that.
A charge called against Cordova.
I mean, Malachi Gorman came up and sat. There's Bobo down low.
Boom! Barreled into him.
Got the ball back. Nice soft touch.
Wide open. No. They're getting to all but at least the second chances. Gomez, good.
Nice soft touch turnaround on the low downside baseline.
31-22. They've reached that point again. Cordova needs to answer. This is early in the second.
Gomez picked up the foul.
Yep. A little confusion on the substitution. Now we're back to live.
Number 15, Akeem Reynolds is in for Grant.
Jump shot. Down.
Wow, nice touch on that turnaround. That's not the type of shot he was making a lot of last night. They were finding him wide open. It was just a catch and release.
Parker.
Big three-pointer there. 34-24, 10-point lead.
And he was compelled to say something to Griffin.
Well, yeah, he let him know. I can do that.
Let's take another look at the short guard shooting above a taller defender. Powell.
Nice.
Another one on the way, and another one right in the middle.
Mr. Griffith. Maybe he is the outside shooter.
No, he's got 8 points in this quarter.
Yeah.
They've only played a few minutes.
Well, maybe it's those moments that he's decided it's on me.
Well, Grant got a break right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
If you look, Parker does hold on to the ball a long time to set up an individual play.
Yeah, you can see Lewis there with a jumper just inside the arc.
Straight away, Jay is a short miss. Back to Parker. Refire. Got it.
Yep. Just came back and got it.
37-26. Griffin.
Oh. Gorman went up and almost didn't even hit the backboard with his flip. That hurt.
Parker's hungry and draws a foul.
And not happy about it either.
Well,
looked like he was turning around talking to the Cordova player that fouled him.
Yeah, he was chirping at Griffin a little while ago. It's called competition.
Yeah, it's that too.
4:19, midway second, free throw good.
Be nice to see what Grant would do if they put the other Marcel Ward in there too, as well as Gomez and Bobo. Just see what it would be like with all three of those out there.
2 out of 2. And Parker's in for 10. 39-26 Pacers. Deeper, Jay.
He hit it, but he traveled.
Oh, he did?
That's what he said. That's what the man in black and white said.
Yes, but we know better, don't we?
Oh, it didn't look like that, but
it took 3 away from Cordova. They're down 39-26.
Yeah, that was a big one to lose.
It was.
Especially when you come back and give up a three. Well,
42-26. Whistle and a foul on Grant.
Gomez.
Well, Parker's having himself quite a quarter.
3-point jumper.
He's got 14 in the game. Hard contact, no call.
Marcel Ward back in for Gomez. And again, same thing that happened last night. He got into foul trouble, had to come off the court. You know, and that's a young player, just learning.
Deep jump shot, short. Comes right back to the shooter. Take it strong and bank it in.
Wow, he just went up there with both hands solid and just put it in off the glass. Nice soft little shot. You know, I'm going. I'm making the corner. I'm driving.
42-28. Parker's hot and he knows it, but misses this time.
Just got to chip away at it a little bit here and there.
Tap away, but he saved it. Here's another one on the way. There it is. Bell, ding dong. Fouled twice, no call. Gets it back. Nice hustle right there.
Evan Lee.
A miss, but Bell shags it. Nice hustle.
Good board work on the offensive side.
Two players collapsed on him.
Call it a jump ball. Really?
Griffin's getting beat up.
They are going to give him foul shots. Take a look
He
at
got murdered on that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Two and a half to go. Look how deep that one is. Short again. Bell is tremendous. Boy, does he hustle.
Man, I tell you what, I'll take a team full of guys like him. Maybe a little taller.
Grant on top, 42-28. Bobo and Parker have been dynamite. Here's another putback.
Marcel Ward. Again, height is going to get you things that if you don't have height, you're not going to stop.
44-28. Another one on the way. Down!
Well, he's certainly got the ability to hit from three tonight. He's got no problem with courage throwing it up either.
44-31. A minute 38 left. Now Griffin is playing terrific.
Take a look here.
Baseline inbound for Grant. Pacers working now, a minute and a half to go. Parker's been red hot. And two more.
You can't stop that if you can't stop the drive, because the layups are just going to be too easy.
Takes it to the bucket. Yes.
Quick move. I'm all alone. Got to go for it. Eyes lit up at that probably.
Open daylight gunning and an unnecessary foul. Too bad.
Yep. You said it, not necessary.
So Hunter to the strike for Grant with a minute left. Pacers on top, 13.
These are big free throws. He hits all three of them. 16-point lead.
0 for 1.
Nice touch there after the first one. That's where the pressure really comes from after you miss your first one of 3.
Two out of 3. 48-33. Big time scoring.
I don't know what the whistle was.
Bell down.
That's what he was doing the other night. Last night, they were finding him open, and he was just throwing it up. Plus, he was playing energetic ball, too.
Parker again. A lucky bank shot straight away.
Wow. Yeah. Can't exactly say that with a straight face. I planned it.
No. Nice flip.
Nice touch by DeVera. He hasn't had the game he was comfortable with last night up to this point, but he's played good, solid ball.
20 seconds to go here in the half. 51-38. Grant by 13, trying to increase. Wild out of control. 4 on 2.
Lost it out of bounds. Evan Lee was turning around, trying to get it back out to DeVera for the shot.
Parker, 2 seconds, 1 second.
That was too easy.
We have played one half. Grant electrifying the crowd with a 51-point production. Cordova not doing bad with their 38. Boy, it was some explosive gunning in that. And
goodness.
Kevin Coble standing by with Grant head coach Wilson.
Hey, we're here at the Christmas Classic here with Grant coach Denard Wilson. Hey, explain to us how you did in the first half and what are you going to do out here in the second half?
Well, obviously, this is my first game back, so my assistants, they've been taking control over the course of the last 2 games. The thing I like about them is I like our energy. I like how hard we're going. I think they hit a lot of threes that are not characteristic of how they've been playing all year, and I think that's kept them kind of in the game, so to speak. I just think the defense that we play is going to wear them down, and that was my whole goal, is by the fourth quarter, wear them down in those, I don't want to call them lucky threes, but I think those threes will slow up once they get tired.
All right, Coach. Hey, thanks a lot, and good luck for the second half.
Appreciate it.
All right, back to you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Very nice.
We've had a doozy of a first half, and I expect a lot more of the same in the second. And in just a moment, we're going to have a few words with one of our other distinguished guests who's not in uniform. Yes, Kevin Coble with Mark Gribsko, a longtime public address announcer.
Hey, we're back here with Mark Gribsko, longtime PA announcer. And Mark, hey, give us some of your best memories here. You've been doing this quite a while, and give us some of your best memories here at this Christmas Classic.
Yeah, I guess it's been 11, 12 years now. I think my best memories go back to that first year when old Coach Bob Jones, in his last season, you know, he wanted some atmosphere, and he got me to do the ball games. And in that season, we went all the way to Arco Arena, and it was just really exciting. Those are my best memories. The Pogos Trunnion and Deshaun Smith days. That was a really good team.
Yeah, how's it like with Coach Fletcher Johnson? And it's a lot of time with him as well, right?
And then Fletch comes in, and boy, he had a lot of really good teams to follow with Jordan Roberson and company and some other teams there. And they were really exciting to watch, too. Yeah, I guess if you were to have me rank it, though, boy, that team that went all the way to Arco back in 2011, that was kind of special.
And what's it like, the newer generation? What's it like for him being here now? What's the difference?
The league is different. Boy, you know, it's been a little bit of a struggle for us these last few years, but boy, the excitement is still good. I think I think the numbers have just kind of shrunk for us when it comes to basketball players.
Wow. All right, that's great, guys. Again, we have a great tournament here, and again, that's Mark Ristos, and we're back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. Yes, a wonderful part of this tournament with this PA work. I think we ought to maybe take a closer look at the rival coaches now.
Yeah, I think that what we're seeing on the court here, I mean, we're looking at Grant. I mean, Grant put up 27 in the second quarter after 24 in the first. I mean, you know, you're looking at a 100-point game if you're not careful. And when we look at the rival coaches here, Denard Wilson with Grant in his 13th year, he's got a 233-121 record in 7 seasons with 20 or more wins. On the other side for Cordova, Fletcher Johnson's in his 13th year also. Both of them 13 years. One loss record, 170, 145. He's got one season with 20-plus wins, but that doesn't tell the whole story. I think there's been quite a few other solid teams that he's had that have, you know, just not quite taken that next step. But, you know, they were there. And he's had shooters here. I don't know what they do in the backyards here in Rancho, but I tell you what, the baskets are set, and they've got guys that have come through. We've seen it several different times when we've been here with Access at the Christmas tournament, where they've got people that just shoot the lights out. And, you know, I'm surprised Devera's not quite the shooting night tonight that he had last night, but I tell you what, you know, the ability is there, the talent is there for the shooting.
Well, this wonderful gym, unlike any other in the area, has long been known as a shooter's gym. The players just say they're more comfortable here. They see the bucket better. The background's just how they like it, and certainly we're seeing the positive side of that coming out with this torrid shooting.
Well, yeah, and you know, I'm surprised that Coach Wilson put it the way he did, thinking that, you know, maybe when they get tired, Cordova's not going to be making baskets. But I tell you what, you know, the way they shot last night, and they're not shooting that well tonight, but if they did this in the second half the way they shot last night, you know, Denard Wilson's going to be like, you know, not quite ready for, maybe go back on vacation, you know.
Well, I'll tell you, Cordova showed a lot of grit in that victory last night, and they're capable of it. We're going to step back and take a little pause. And when we return, we'll have lots more of the Hometown Sports Game of the Week.
Even though we didn't grow up together, he's my favorite brother.
Hey, sis.
I'm the baby of the family, and he's the gentle giant.
What you know about Port Georgia?
Maheen, please. That's a classic.
You know when they say people are a rare breed? Yeah, he's that.
I'm sorry. I'll be back in a few hours.
Don't worry, Shaq. You know I'm for you.
I know.
Go get the football.
That was my favorite memory. He was always for you. This is a true story of me, Bridget Floyd, and this guy, George Perry Floyd Jr., my big brother.
Welcome back to the Cordova Christmas Classic. Let's turn our attention to Kevin Coble, and he's standing by with Cordova head coach Fletcher Johnson.
Hey, we're back here at the Christmas Classic, and we are with head coach Fletcher Johnson. And, Coach, tell us what it was like the first half. This is what your assessment of the first half. And what are you going to do in the second half?
Well, in the first half, it was a good filling out period. We're starting to adjust to the speeds and the way the game is being called. And hopefully the second half we relax a little, actually execute some better offense, and then attack and do what we were doing.
Yeah, it seemed like you had great guard play.
Yes, Javen and the other guys, they're playing real well right now. So we'll see how they hold up the second half.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck. Good luck in the second half, and we'll see what happens next
All
half.
right, appreciate it.
All right, thanks, guys. Back to you.
All right. Well, Fletcher's been down this path many times, and he doesn't lose composure. He gets his troops together. I think we'll see the very best out of Cordova in this second half.
Well, I think so, too, and I think Johnson's one of those coaches that he's going to take what you can give him, and he's going to, you know, do the best he can with that, putting it all together. You know, these teams have played before. This isn't the first time they've played.
No, it's not.
Yeah, took a look at the last meeting. You can see there, double trouble in 2016. 2 games in a span of 6 days. Grant dealt Cordova a pair of lopsided defeats until this year's Christmas Classic, at least. The most recent one-sided outcomes included the largest margin of victory in the entire series. The Pacers blasted Cordova 81-40. But that 6 days earlier, Grant bopped Cordova 65-50 at Grant. So, they have met before several times. Series history coming up here right now. The Pacers control the series. Cordova won the inaugural at home 59-46. Grant takes the next 2, including a 69-65 overtime thriller. 2011, Cordova eased the series with a 69-63 victory at the McDonald's Classic. Grant won the next 3 meetings, including the only section playoff meeting between these two teams. The Lancers halted the skid with a 67-62 overtime victory in 2015 at this Cordova Christmas Classic. And Grant won both meetings in 2016 to take the 7-3 series lead. So, they're sitting in good position. This is the 11th meeting since 2006 to the present. So, yeah, it's a good series. It's a good solid. There's been some good battles over the years. And there's been some good times here in the Christmas Classic as well between these two teams.
Yes, there has. At the half, it's 51-38. Grant. And let's plug in some of the keys and see how well they fit into that first half.
For Grant, they're needed to run the offense around the perimeter and find things. Parker must have the driver's seat, and he showed that in the first half, second quarter especially. Got to control the boards. They got the heat, the big guys. Parker has 19 in the first half. They got to limit the open outside looks, which they've done a pretty good job of against Cordova. Now for Cordova, the key is the game. They got to take care of the ball. They got to limit the turnovers. They're learning. They're a young team still. They're still gaining some chemistry. Got to find out how good they are. They've got to rebound defensively solidly. And they got to, let's face it, they got shooters. They got shooters everywhere. Shooters got to shoot. They got to be ready to shoot. They got to make their shots, and they got to feel comfortable about the shoot. Let's go second half.
You mentioned Parker with the 19. Bobo was in double figures with 10. And for Cordova, 13 each for Lewis Griffin and Ray Sean Johnson.
Well, those are 2 guys that, didn't lead scoring last night to get in here, but that's a good solid mixture between those two. Now if Tavera can get going with his outside shooting, that's going to be real trouble for Grant, I think.
Feed the post is Bobo with about a 6 inside advantage and banks home by Gomez.
Yeah, that's a nice move off the baseline. Ball control coming around, and Gomez has got some talent. There's no doubt. I think 4 years from now, you're going to see a player that's going to be really polished.
Take it inside, and a nice looping shot cashed in by Cody Jones.
Yeah, nice teardrop there. Drove it, just a bigger player. Threw it up over him.
Down.
Man, I tell you what, Isaiah Montu there. Quite the three-pointer. Hit a big one early in the game, too.
56-40. Corner J. A miss.
Came out long.
Run out is cashed in. Again, speed.
Yep, Montu broke it. Yep.
Open shot, a miss.
Went long, and all the rebounders went short.
Gomez on the run, a miss, boards it, and sticks it back.
Nice hustle to keep control of the ball. Everybody was fighting with him underneath, and he kept his composure to get it, put it up soft.
And in 90 seconds, the Grant lead is now 20.
Well, and that's some missed shots by Cordova, and the Pacers just taking advantage of it. Good, solid teams will do that, and that's what Grant looks like to me right now. They're a solid team that's learning how to play with each other.
Kiku Parker picks up where he left off, a deep straightaway 3.
Yeah, no problem. I'll take it.
Inside, Griffin will take it too. Oh, he's tremendous.
Yeah, that was a nice move through all the traffic. Take a look at it on replay here. He had the ball weaving his way. Ooh, lost control of it there and got it back. Nice touch. Nice touch.
63-42. We played 2 minutes into the second half. Grant outscoring the Lancers 9-4 in that stretch. And Coach Fletcher Johnson's going to have to find a way to cool down a couple of those Grant Gunners.
Well, and the Grant Gunners are not the Gunners that we saw lighting it up last night. I mean, they shot well last night, but it was just a good, solid team effort last night. They weren't depending on one player. For Cordova, they ended up with one player. Well, two players were in double figures last night. One a whole lot more. Devera had a lot more, but it was a different concept of what they were facing.
Up the floor straight away, Kiku Parker. And there's the Euro step. The layup wobbles out. Here comes Griffin. Fouled on a trip. No call. Open. He passes it up and kicks out. Needs it bad. In and out. Tough luck. Parker rebound. Baseball up the floor to Gomez. Got it.
Nice, quick, cat-like reflexes by Gomez. He got the Euro step down, the quick moves. Got all you need right now as a freshman.
Stop and go. Kick it out. Nice.
Good, strong move to the basket. Cody Jones.
Straightaway jumper missed short. 65-44, 2-1. Wild layup.
I think he was expecting, Evan Lee was expecting to get a call being fouled, and it just didn't go there, and the ball just kind of floated out of bounds.
Well, he'll take a seat now. Evan Lee back into the ball game. Speedy Jalon Bell. Ding dong, ding dong.
Well, let's ring that bell and get something going. He lights it up in the second half like he did last night, then we may have a little bit of a different score here.
Careless pass, one-handed baseball style, out of bounds. Grant turnover.
I've seen a lot of that from different players in both games we saw last night and also tonight. The coming around with one hand, you're putting spin on it, but at the same time, there's times when it's not going anywhere.
There's the open man. Bell rings that bell like Stewart said.
Yes, indeed. Another three-pointer. They need him to get hot. And when he got hot last night, it was more than just the shooting. It transferred to all over the court.
He broke up that play for a turnover. Bobo cannot catch Griffin.
No, and Griffin went up and jammed it through just for effect.
They needed that.
Yep.
65-49. Cordova chipping away.
And that's what you have to do. You can't try and get it all back at once.
But Ward says otherwise.
Yeah, Montu, I don't know. He's got a nice touch there as he moves it around.
Major ball hawking on the perimeter all night by Grant.
Take a look at Griffin here on the replay. Coming out. The jam.
With authority.
Indeed.
Johnson misses the bank. Bobo rebounds.
Kind of a wild left-handed shot there. Rayshawn Johnson.
Gomez. Cross court to Parker. 3.5 to go. Flip side of quarter number 3. Deep J. No. Nice. Here he comes. Beautiful.
Nice touch. Got it in deep, put it up off the glass at the very last second.
67-51. That's a backcourt violation.
Denard Wilson telling referee James Lee that he got pushed into the back, but hand slapping isn't pushing.
If anybody's been doing the pushing, we know who. 2:58. Down.
Bell again.
Well,
that's what he can do.
As if by cue. 2:40 to go. Late third, 67-54. Corner jumper. Down.
Wow.
Hunter.
Got a timeout, too. Well, take a look at Hunter here on the shot. Parker passed it out. Bingo.
Yep. Rally buster. Here's the Grant huddle with head coach Denard Wilson back to take control.
There's the Cordova huddle too, and they've got to be careful. They've got to try and chip away, and not just try and get it all back at one. Let's take a look at some replay.
Griffin has distinguished himself in both games we've seen. There's the corner. And another three for the Pacers. So the Lancers inbound here with 2.5 to go in the third.
I guess if I'm saying anything is surprising me, it's Grant's three-point shooting.
Short this time. Bobo over the back of Cody Jones.
Nice hands by Bobo.
Stolen away.
Oh. Cody Jones had it on a great pass from Jalen Bell and just couldn't corral it and put it up.
Bell is such an important player on this team, and he's in the rotation in the right spot to come off the bench and give the team a burst.
I'm surprised at this point that maybe he's not in the starting lineups.
He's probably liable to take over when the league starts.
Yeah.
More ball pressure, but it doesn't matter.
Hunter. Another three-pointer. They've just lightened him up. Oh, foul on Hunter, too. Rayshawn Johnson timed it right, just put it up right at second as Hunter was coming by and slapping.
Back in for Grant. Hopkins will relieve the red-hot gunner. Hunter. Back rim, no. They get it back behind the back flip. Johnson.
Nice shot. Nice pass to get it to him, too, behind the back. Rayshawn Johnson's got a nice quick shot. Got Cody Jones for a block. Take a look at Rayshawn Johnson making a last three-pointer. Behind the back, goes and gets it. Left-hander falling away.
Nothing but net. Cody Jones, as you say, picked up the foul. Minute and a half left here in the third. Parker to the stripe. Another clunker. Griffin. DeVera now inside. Bell.
Wow. Well, hey, if it's not an obvious call, they're not going to make it.
That's just it. They're obvious.
Yeah. Take a look at this on the replay.
Yes. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know where you missed that.
That's about the 8th one, I think. Here's Parker working on Bell. looking for a screen from Gomez and takes it. Hunter.
Nice ball control.
I would say he's making a bid to be in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
Griffin a miss. Desperation move pays off for Evan Lee.
And it doesn't always when you try that.
Griffin, 40 seconds to go here in the third. Griffin, nope. Bell right there where he needed to be. And there you go.
Ooh, quick hands by Hopkins.
Intercepted. Stop and go. Bell down.
Good ball movement. Rivera knew where his guys were. Drove, brought the defenders to him, passed it back out.
10 seconds. Parker on Bell. Staying right with him. Jump shot. Wild off the glass. Bobo tapped away by Johnson. And we have played 3.
Nice scramble there. Yeah, take a look at that last little spit.
We have an explosive combination of teams here. Don't wander off. You're going to see some hot stuff in the fourth.
Take one.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm going to respond to it?
I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
I hug you.
Yeah. If it made you feel that way, bro, I'll probably do. Love you too.
Well, this crowd has been treated to some superlative offensive, explosive offensive firepower by both teams. Despite the 77-62 cushion, Cordova has had their share. They've got 62, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. I mean, both teams are shooting well, even though Grant's got more points on the board. I mean, they've shot a little bit better, but both these teams are doing quite well.
Griffin, Johnson, take it to the bucket, block shot. Cordova's hustling. 2 players bumped into each other. Tough luck. Bell took a hard shot on that. High post to Gomez. Drive on Johnson. Swing it.
They do move the ball around the perimeter quite well.
Well, Hunter is making a living out there.
Man, tell you what, he's got it zeroed in out there, no doubt.
A miss by Bell. Take it strong, Gomez.
Yep, saw the opening. It's going to go for it. Just soft, lean it up.
Kick to the corner, broken up and stolen.
Almost got in there, Will.
Multiple substitutions for Cordova. DeVera, excellent guard.
Wow. Boy, not sure what you call that. Come down and get a 3-pointer, that's what you call it.
Parker with the 3. Griffin the fade.
Nice handles on it. He lost the ball, put it on his hip, and came down to take a shot. That's good control.
Parker. Feed low. Turnover.
Yeah, just a hot pass there. Ward wasn't quite ready for it. He knew it too. I mean, as soon as it went through his hands, he knew he messed up that layup because it was right there for him. DeVera bringing the ball up. He's got to hit some shots in this quarter.
Griffin doesn't wait. A miss. Parker for the rebound. Chased by Bell. Bangs home.
Nice touch by Parker off the glass, even as far out the side of the lane as he was. Nice touch, nice angle.
87-64. Bell sneaks inside, hits a crooked shot.
Wow. You know, that's ability there. Not only jumping and that, but the movement of the ball, you know, coordination.
Oh, that
tremendous.
was the best move we've seen tonight. 87-66.
Kiku Parker's in the driver's seat. You know, when he's doing that, you're not going to stop him.
On the floor, Griffin's after it. Can't get to it. Got a whistle. Let's spin that replay dial and see what we got here.
Kiku Parker on the drive. Nice. Well, how are you going to stop that?
DeVera hasn't had that jumper tonight.
No, he hasn't.
Not enough.
That's hurt him, too.
Parker guns it and misses. Follow up. Got it.
And all Bobo's got is that height, and Cordova's not able to battle that.
Down! Griffin again.
Wow. This is not the shooting that he put on last night either. Goodness, even he's smiling at it when Grant players are talking to him.
Hunter a miss, tip missed, followed up, blocked out of there. Salvaged.
Yeah, quick answer by Hunter. Pick up the loose ball and get it back out, start it over. Wow, boy, that's strength. I mean, he's got it down there and he's falling away. He's off balance looking, and he's still got the strength to get it creep over the rim. Tremendous by Parker.
93-69. Give it to, how about that play?
Gorman with the good power move.
Parker. Boom!
And Gomez. Oh, I timed that right. Just went up and jammed it through. 95 points. When was the last time we saw a 100-point game, Will?
It's been a while.
I can't remember.
Well, tonight Hunter's been all over the floor, and he's had that corner three going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got it zeroed in. He knows where his spot is.
Okay, another look.
Nice. Timed it right. Talking at him, too, on the way back. Not sure where Cody was going with that pass, but didn't get there. 24-point lead for Grant.
3.5 to go in this one. The lead is safe. Tapped away. Parker a miss. Griffin a tip to Bell. Nice rebounding by Gomez.
Yep, kept it alive. There he is. Gomez one more time to clean it up. I can see where 4 years from now he's going to be very solid. That's probably an understatement.
Jump shot missed. Hunter's got the board and sends it in. Look out.
Wow. Well, at this point, you might as well show off. Nice 360. Didn't get him over 100, though.
Bell cups it and kicks out. DeVera a miss. Parker lines up a three and kills it.
102.
.102.71, time out at the 1:57 mark. We promised you heavy-duty explosive fireworks, and there it is there on their graphic.
That's amazing. That's amazing. A 31-point lead now.
Give and go. Bobbled away, turnover, and Grant gives it back.
Well, there's loose ball there, just rolling around, and, nobody could really get a grip on it. Hakeem Reynolds is back in for Grant. Grant's cleaning their bench up now. Montrell Ward. Handsome Lee. Hopkins.
Turnover.
Now Grant's just like a shark in the water.
Dump it low and lay it home.
Nice pass. Nice pass by Damari Hunter there. Find the open man, the big man.
104-71. Bell a miss.
Well, now it's just gone cold totally for Cordova. They can't make a shot. Grant just pulling it back out, looking for the good shot. Less than a minute.
Wow. Well, they got 5 substitutes on the floor.
Experience time.
And this has been a treat. 50 seconds left. Kind of took a long time to get those subs in, huh?
Well,
Jay on the way is nothing but net.
Damari Hunter.
Johnson.
Nice hustle by Rayshawn Johnson there. Hit that line drive. And the foul. And I'm sure Fletcher Johnson, while he's not happy with losing by 30, watching his team put up 73 on a cold night shooting, that's gotta be a positive sign, I would think.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, you could say that it looks like, Grant rolled over him, but Grant shot better than Cordova did, and that was
Major
really.
rebounding edge.
Yeah.
Final 5 seconds. Everybody going to ease on down because that's game ball.
Yep, indeed. Wow. Didn't quite make the 200 mark, but tremendous
Final
ballpark.
Score tonight, 107-74 in grand style. And I think the Pacers needed to make a statement.
Yeah, well, I think they made the statement, whether they needed to or not. But, by the quarter, they had 24, 27, 26, and 30. That's not just shooting. That's some defense, too. No doubt about it.
Yeah, a little old-fashioned kind of defense. You talked about the outside shootings, Stu. I'll give you a couple of numbers in just a moment, but we're going to come back for our post game, and as usual, we'll have some player of the game interviews. Stay with us.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Well, the verdict is in, and the decision is final this evening here at Cordova High School in the final night of the 46th Cordova Christmas Classic. And the title goes to the explosive Grant High Pacers, a 107-74 winner over host Cordova in a ball game filled with 1,000 thrills and some of the best outside gunning we've seen in quite some time. The individual standouts in this game have been headliners for sure, and we've got a couple of the headliners lined up in our post game, and here is their identity as we'll splash the graphic that honors them. Kiku Parker of the Grant High Pacers, who shined like a bright star tonight, and Lewis Griffin of the Cordova Lancers, equally brilliant. Let's turn our attention to Kevin. He is standing by with our players of the game.
Hey guys, we are here with the players of the game for the Cordova Classic. Hey, how's it going? You got player of the game. How's that make you feel?
Feel pretty good. Really try to get my team involved more. But, player of the game is good. Yeah.
So at least you had a lot of good hops out there, at least a couple plays out there. You guys were playing really good that first couple quarters, huh?
Yeah.
So how do you like, other than that, you're definitely getting better. So being in games like this, playing a good Grant powerhouse team, how's that feel, playing against a powerhouse team like that?
It's a good run for our team. Our team doesn't play really good teams in our league. So when we play teams like this, it helps us improve our defense, offense, talk on defense, move around the offense. So it was a good run.
All right, great. That was our first player of the game. Let's get our second player of the game here. Okay, congratulations on a great game. Thanks a lot. Thanks, guys. We'll go back with Kiku Parker. Hey, we're here with Kiku Parker, Grant's player of the game. Hey, great game, first of all. And tell us what it's like to get your team involved in the game you guys had today.
It felt great. Our shots was falling. To find open teammates. We was knocking out all the shots that we normally knock down in practice, so it just felt good getting back out there.
Seems like you had great rebounding as well, getting you to some of those shots. So explain that to you and how well you guys will play moving forward.
Yeah, sir. Usually our rebound is kind of off, kind of sluggish. But say we boxed out pretty well, put a body out on people and grab boards. You got to keep doing that moving forward.
All right, Kiku, great. Congratulations on the game and player of the game as well. Congratulations. Thank you. All right, guys, back to you, and thank you for the Christmas Classic, Cordova Christmas Classic. We've had a great time. And hey, we want to get with Bernard Wilson. Bernard, what was it like winning this championship here?
So what most people don't know is I believe this is the oldest tournament in the city. So for a lot of the old timers, it's this tournament that means so much. I talk to Coach Fletch. I come every year. And one of the things that Coach Fletch always said about his alumni, they don't want to know how he did in league. They want to know, hey, how'd you do in the Classic? And that's the kind of history that this tournament has. So for us, we just love coming here. It's a way to stay at home and get a good quality tournament.
Absolutely. Your kids look like they really enjoyed themselves all three games they played out here today. And especially the championship game. Looks like your guards were playing real well and your rebounding really came through.
They really did play well. And one thing almost everybody knows, they know the story of Kiku Parker. He transferred over, kid from the neighborhood, grew up in the neighborhood, initially deemed ineligible. Followed the process, which I have to shout out to CIF for going through the process and letting the process work its way out. But now that he's come home and he's been a part of it, he's such a great leader that, like you said, now my guards are having fun. Now the whole team's having fun. And a lot of that is because of his leadership. It really is. I mean, I give myself a little credit, but most of it is because of the kids, because I tell them, this is your team. Because it's a one-in-a-lifetime situation. Me, the coaches, we're old. We're going to be here for a while. But this team, as constructed right now, this is it. It's your team. Now go take care of business.
Absolutely. Fletcher did say it's kind of bragging rights between you guys. He did tell me that going in.
It really is.
And actually, what's it bringing this into league play now? What's it like having this tournament and your guys facing a little bit more adversity and now they're playing well?
This tournament definitely for us It gets us ready for league. Which, like you said, it starts next week. So it's one of those we get to stay at home. There's a lot of different styles in this tournament, so it gives us one last look at the different styles, the different things that we're going to see, especially in our league, because our league really is, in my opinion, the probably most diverse league as far as, we got some teams that run like your Burbanks. Then you got some guys like, they don't get a lot of recognition, but you got like Travis Okamoto's ex-college coach over at River City, which no matter what kind of talent they have, he's going to throw something at you. So it's just a big mixture, big melting pot of a metro.
Absolutely. It doesn't hurt to have the height you have on your talent out there. The rebounding, come on, Coach. You got to really like that, the rebounding in there.
I do, especially the young guys. Andre Gomez has come so far along. And then, of course, people keep asking about Jordan Bobo, who owns the boards. Seems like he's been here forever. And it really does seem like he's been here forever. So he's finally a senior. So, yes, we've been blessed with height.
Absolutely. All right, guys, there it is. The Cordova Christmas Classic champions, Grant High School.
Thank you,
Coach. All right, guys, back to you.
Well, 107-74 victory for Grant. That's pretty impressive tonight, Will.
We have some other numbers to crunch at you, individually speaking. For Grant High, the fab freshman Gomez, 25.
Wow.
Pretty evenly balanced in each quarter, and the fourth quarter, a flourish of 3 dunks. Also, of course, Parker had the 31.
Yeah.
And that included 6 threes. Also in doubles, Bobo with a dozen unselfishly. And 16 for Hunter off the bench. It included 3 second half threes and a total of 4 for the game.
Wow. Well, that's shooting.
They hit 13 threes. And at the stripe, a meager 6 for 9. However, the Lancers had a few guys of their own crunching numbers. Griffin with 22, and that included 3 threes and 1 disallowed that shouldn't have been. And they got 14 out of Bell off the bench, 11 of those in the second half, and 4 threes. 21 for Johnson, perhaps his best game of the season thus far.
Yeah.
And
very active all night long, too.
2 threes for him. And on the evening, they really did not get to the foul line much in the entire first half. 1 for 2. With all that contact going on.
Yeah.
And in the second half, 1 for 1.
3 free throws for the game.
Now, you know, legitimately speaking and fair play, that's atrocious.
That doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't. I don't mind saying it because I know I'm correct.
Well, from what we could see out there, it was incredible that there were so many times that there should have been a foul. There should have been a whistle. There should have been something about the contact that stopped, at least momentarily, the play.
And more than half of them, there was probably in the game 20 of those. More than half were hard jolts that the entire crowd could see.
Yeah, and feel probably.
But all in all, a real treat. And what I would consider the premium New Year's gift for these folks that turned out and those at home watching in comfort that did not brave the storm. But these guys lit the place up.
Awesome. And that's what this tournament is. I mean, it's not always going to be the championship game. There may be games that get you to a championship game that are tremendous, and I know that there has been throughout the years. But tonight, this was really, really tremendous. Really tremendous. I really like this tournament. If we could come back here every year, that would be awesome for me.
Well, we had a long string coming in, and then COVID broke it, but we're back.
Yep.
And it's still the best setup we have around town.
Yeah.
This has always been the gym, and that hasn't changed. But I think we ought to absolutely notify and inform our viewers that a week from tonight,
yes, indeed,
league play begins for everyone. And as you see there,
gonna be hot.
The prolific Sheldon Huskies boys team under Joey Rawlings will journey to Jesuit.
Well, and Sheldon looks decent this year, like they always do. There's always talent there. But Jesuit looks like they've got some players, young Stojakovic, and they're going to have some players that are going to make some noise. The record, they haven't played quite as many games. But at the same time, they've got a very, very good record, and they're going to be at home. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
You won't want to miss that one.
No way.
Hometown Sports Game of the Week, a week from tonight at Jesuit. They will host the Sheldon Huskies. But here tonight, a really big show.
Yeah, and one last thing to everybody here that puts on this tournament, from the people that do just all the pickup and stuff, but also, it's a tremendous undertaking to put this on every year for 46 years. And the fact that it runs as smoothly as it does, I don't think we were very late with any of the games this year, too. So, kudos to the people that run the tournament here and that are doing it now.
Wonderful job. And again, tip of the cap to Fletcher Johnson and his wonderful staff and the accommodations that they have provided for us, as they always do. So that's the way it shakes out this evening here on Friday, December 30th. Want to wish all you folks a healthy and happy new year.
And safe.
Absolutely. And may all your buckets be nothing but net. Special thanks to our game director, Kevin Benyon, and our entire Hometown Sports Game of the Week broadcast crew, the best one going. Thank you, Mr. Stewart.
Always a pleasure to be here with you, Will.
Thank you.
Couldn't ask for any more fun in my life.
Oh, that's pretty sweet, man. And a guest appearance, Mr. Coble, with some interviews for us and a shakedown of the tournament. And with that being said, this has been a special sports presentation of Access Sacramento in association with Play-by-Play Sports Productions. For the entire gang, I'm Will James. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to the next time our paths will cross. So long, everyone.